wrestled on all 8 mats, and all matches will be 2-2-2 in league.
All right, what's going on, guys? We are here, the 100th annual state wrestling tournament in Des Moines, Iowa, finishing up night 1 of the state tournament. We have Class 2A starting here. I'm your host, Worm Buffelli. Tony Hager will be joining me shortly. He is running a little bit late, but right now you just got me right now. I'm super pumped. I hope you guys are too. Thank you guys so much for listening. So we are ready. They're saying it. So here we go, mat 1s. We got Jackson McGonigal, center point. He's taking on Leighton Elmquist of Audubon. Jackson Parameter on mat 2 from Vince Schellsberg. He's taking on Eli Pfeiffer out of Grinnell. Andy Nuno from Bishop Healing Catholic on mat 3. He's taking on Ryan Rosa Keokuk. Mat 4, Tayden Howell of Macokota. He's taking on Maddox Struthers of Hampton Dumont. Mat 5, we got Paxton Reedemus of Clarion Goldfield Downs taking on Brennan Jacobs on mat 5. On mat 6, we have Ryas Polinsky of Davenport Assumption. He's taking on Teague Ailish of Algona. On mat 7, we have Cooper Krob of Mount Vernon. He's taking on Mitchell Williams. On mat 8, we got Lucas Peters out of West Delaware, and he's taking on Josh Cray. If there's any matches you guys want to talk about, please feel free to write them in the comments. We'll be more than happy to answer those for you. All right, starting right out the gate here. I'm looking down on mat 4 right now. We got Tayden Howell of Macokota off to a 3-0 lead right now on Maddox Struthers of Hampton Dumont. He was about to find some back points. I didn't see more than 2 swipes. We already got a pin here on mat 5. Looks like Brennan Jacobs of Greene County. He gets the first pin, or he gets the first pin of the Class 2A state tournament. Where is down on mat 8? We got Lucas Peters up 3-1. This is one of those kids, man. I want to talk about Lucas Peters. He's kind of been a little undersized over the last couple of years, but he's starting to fill in that weight. Tough AAU kid. He still kind of looks like he still probably gets to eat breakfast before weigh-ins. So over on mat 7, it looks like Mitchell Williams at Crestwood gets the fall over Cooper Krob of Mount Vernon. We're moving fast here, so just how this goes, guys, we have the round of 24 right now. All top 8 seeds get a first round bye. This is the prelims to get into that round of 16 tournament. Over on 3, we got Hunter Campion out of Anamosa. He's taking on Thomas Zabka of Algona. Campion in on the shot, finishes with a takedown there. Tell you what, 3A today is pretty much Southeast Polk's world, and everyone else was living in it. They balled out in that first round. And 1A today, Don Bosco decided they wanted to do the same thing, and it was kind of Bosco's world. But everything I've been talking about with Lars Underbaki today has basically been this 2A race. It's gonna be a dogfight. I mean, you have Algona, you have West Delaware, you have Mount Vernon. Anamosa has 8 qualifiers in this thing. Eddyville Blakesburg has a really solid tournament team. So this thing is going to be a dogfight here. Looks like finishing off, Peters right now up 6-1 at the end of the first period, down on 3. We got Hunter Campion of Anamosa, the nephew of one of my really good buddies, Zach Campion, former Lisbon State medalist, wrestling right now. Kelsey, so this is just an audio feed. The video is on Flow Wrestling. That's a subscription-based website that you can watch these rounds with, but otherwise we are just audio-based. So if you could follow along that way, that'd be great. Down on 4, Tayden Howell of Macokota looking to get a fall here. He gets the fall first round. He's pretty excited right there. Hitting Max Struthers of Hampton Dumont. He was up 12-1, so that's a big win for Tayden Howell of Macokota. Over on 2, it looks like Jackson Parmatter wins 11-0, or was the fall in the second period. He was up 11-0. We're rolling pretty fast here. Down on 7, we got Carter Hapercowen from Charles City. He's taking on Jediah Gerwell of Winterset.
4 at 113, Colin Harris, Atlantic. Lucas Anderson, Sheraton. Harris of Atlantic. Anderson of Sheraton. Now wrestling on mat number 4 at 113. Now wrestling on mat number 2 at 113. Benjamin Anderson, Independence, Braden Jara, APGC. Anderson of Independence, Jara, APGC, wrestling on mat number 2 at 113.
Looks like we got a fall. Look like we got a pin here going on mat 6. Assumption. Fias Polinsky with the fall for Davenport Assumption. We're rolling pretty fast here. Looks like I already got 120s out, 113s out. Still got some 106s, but you know, it looks like we're rolling here pretty dang fast in this first round of Class 2A. Update on mat 1. Gladly. Okay, here we go. Looks like Jackson McGonigal is up 10-0 right now over Leighton Elmquist of Audubon.
Mat number 6 at 113. Stratton Luke, Union, LaPorte City.
Down on 2 right now. We got Benjamin Anderson out of Independence. He's taking on Braden Jara of APGC, Appleton Parkersburg. I believe Grundy Center. I could be right, could be wrong there. Hey, it happens. Looks like, though, Anderson was looking for a cradle there. Doing a tough ride on top. Finds that cradle. There he is. Hip to the side. Coach Doyle's looking happy. Shout out to Coach Doyle this year going in the Hall of Fame, hitting his 500th win as a coach this past season's dual win. You know, one of the great coaches in the sport. So looks like Benjamin Anderson takes that win there for Independence. Right now, down on 8, Lucas Peters up 10-2 right now in the second period. It looks like he's probably, I mean, realistically, he's probably sitting about 100 pounds, which I'm okay with, to be honest with you. You know, for, I think last year he was probably like 86, give or take. Down on 7, or where are we? Back to 3. Hunter Campion is up 7-1 right now with the fall, or he wins 7-1. That's a fall. Looks like I apologize there. Now on mat 3, we got Luke Showalter out of Hampton Dumont taking on Braxton Haas.
Luke Showalter, Hampton Dumont Cal, Braxton Haas of Atlantic. Showalter, Hampton Dumont Cal, Haas of Atlantic, now wrestling on mat number 3 at 120.
So Peters up to 10-0 lead. Nice fake there for Peters. I'm going to cover the Peters match unless someone gives me any conversation here. So it looks like, you know, he's in controlling right now. I mean, like I said, West Delaware's kind of dialed in right now. You got Independence, Mount Vernon, Anamosa, Eddiesville, Blakesburg's going to be is you know, team. There is no real team, like real hot favorites in this Class 2A.
Now wrestling on mat number 6 at 120. Gavin Winters, Green
But
County.
ladies and gentlemen, joining me in the booth, the OG founder of IAwrestle. We got Tony Hager in the booth. Tony, what's going on, brother?
Let's go. We are in session 3. Rocking and rolling here right away.
Tony, what right now, man? Like, you and I have watched Lucas Peters wrestle since he was a little guy in AAU. And, you know, last year, I think he probably came in here probably weighing about 75, 80 pounds. And he's starting to fill out, and it's starting to show. He's leading right now 13-2 right now, going in the third period here. You know, Lars and I were talking today, like, what's this team race look like in 2A? It's pretty much it's like a 12-man dogfight.
Yeah, it's a mess. I've had that's like the number one question in Class 2A, who takes it. And honestly, that's what makes it fun. You know, for this class and these fans to come in, like, it's anybody's game. If you're a team, if you're a coach, you're going, hey, we can take this, right? I mean, there's 4 or 5 teams that could potentially come out with this, and you know, you don't need multiple state champs to come home with the trophy this week.
No, I mean, it's just really what it comes down to is going to be your guys that can get bonus points, get those bonus points, and otherwise, you know, have your guys that kind of the fringe qualifiers kind of step up a little bit and catch some wins along the way. Down here on 6, it looks like we got Caden Steinkamp out of Center Pointer Banna. He's taking on Gavin Winters of Greene County. Winters gets the takedown there as we go out of bounds here on mat 6. A lot of falls right away here.
Yeah, there was 100 and I think I had 109 in Class 1A falls. And there was only like 75 in 3A. So 1A there was a pin city.
It seemed like 106 right away here in 2A was Pin City too. Like, you know.
Mine's cutting out a little bit on my end too. Does yours do that?
Occasionally, but everyone's been saying like it sounds pretty good. I mean, hey, out there in YouTube land, if we sound like if we're starting to sound like crap, let us know.
Yeah, I think the audio's fine, but the ears,
yeah,
it's weird.
Tyler Ensign, Tuscaloosa, Hudson Welton, Anamosa.
Yeah, let us know what matches you want us to call here in this first round. We've got our first round matches to watch by Kinetic Edge, PT, up on IAwrestle. Those are going to be in probably the second round, but
I'm not trying to show favoritism, but I'm gonna go Lee Corso right now. I'm calling my pick right now for the Class 2A team.
he's got an EBF hat on, folks.
I'm taking my boy Dimitri Boyer's Eddie Bill Blakesburg team in this Class 2A race. I apologize to offend anyone, but if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm known to be wrong a time or two.
Hey, you got to make a pick. Kelsey Cruz, yes, this is just going to be audio only. If you want to watch the matches, you do have to watch it on Flow Wrestling. It is like $150 a year subscription, so bringing this to you free. So if you got a match you want us to call, we're definitely get you taken care of. We'll be bouncing around a little bit. Zach Ullman, he's up 6-1 late in the second period on Caden Mitchell from Walk-On, up 6-1 in that match. That's a 24 seed up on the 9 seed right now. Colin Harris from Atlantic, he's a 5-1, 13 seed.
Everyone's saying we're sounding good, so
yeah, I think it's just on the maybe it's just on my headset, anyways.
Well, I was getting a little bit of breakout in between during the 3A one, even with this one, but I mean, it wasn't anything that we could really.
Yeah, it's not horrible.
Yeah, I tell you what though, you look at a team like Anamosa, they come in here with 8 guys, and they have some placing power. They can see themselves coming out with a trophy. And I tell you what, Anamosa's never really been that type of team that has that kind of like wrestling tradition in some aspects, but they're developing something special in Anamosa.
Absolutely. The Scrantons are definitely a name to watch. All right.
Down on 5, we got Matt Ginobana out of Centerville taking on Jake Hogg. Man, I feel like has been Ginobana? Like I feel like does he have a brother? That was really good about 10 years ago.
I feel like it wasn't that long ago because I know that name because I feel like I've like Gino Bond, whatever. There's a song that had, like it's definitely been within the last 10 years for sure.
Okay,
it might be even. It's not the same kid though.
It's not the same kid. Like I don't think it is. Down here on 2, we got Caden Mitchell and Zach Holman at Independence. They're 6'5". Cool. I will try my best to call Cole Baumgars as soon as we can. So during the 1A session, man, we had someone listening from Cancun.
That's awesome.
Well, and today we just got one here listening in from Alaska.
Let's go.
We're tapping everywhere, man. I wonder if it's warmer up in freaking Alaska than it is down here, man.
It is cold in Iowa. Warm in Wells Fargo, thank God. But yes, it is cold. -5 degrees.
Ugh.
Class 2A is packed in here a little bit down in the middle sections. I will give them a shout out. Class 3A was really disappointing as far as the fan goes. 1A was packed, but 2A is packed in here.
I guess. Well, I mean, and I think this whole like the start of the Wednesday tournament now, in that morning session, it kind of, I think they're kind of like, oh, we'll wait until Thursday to start packing the place a little bit with this 3A morning session. But like this 2A always packs the arena. It seems like 1A does a good job too, but 2A, I mean, their fans travel well, especially like teams like Independence, West Delaware, Assumption. They really are able. They travel in drones. And with it being the night session, then sometimes a lot easier for some people to be like, all right, I can get off work at 3 o'clock and get down here for the 6 o'clock session rather than taking a full day off work. Which I understand why you're not taking a full day off work to go watch wrestling, man. You guys it's amateur hour.
Absolutely.
Wow, dude, they're saying it's 40 degrees with no snow in Alaska.
No.
Of Assumption Davenport.
Looks like we're gonna be having IAwrestle We're gonna establish
I got the domain.
Alaska Wrestle. Let's drop that.
126.
Gavin Winters from Greene County's up 11-2 on Caden Steinkamp. So that one's looking like a major decision. About a minute 30 left in that match.
Over on 2, it looks like Zach Holman at Independence takes out Caden Mitchell, the 9 seed, 7-5.
Assumption Davenport now wrestling on mat number 8 at 120.
Sorry, man.
Ooh, we got a big old headlock here down on 3. He would have sat his hips out through. I think he would have got it, but.
Remy Wrestler versus Bentley Sloan. Sloan had the headlock.
Yeah, Sloan did hit the headlock there.
So it's 5-1. Now he's brought it back to 4-5.
Number 2 at 126, Gavin Knutson.
Remy Wrestler. All right, there's a Class 2A name to watch.
Yes, I like that.
My 1A name of choice besides Rowdy Neighbor, obviously that's just goated.
The best.
AC Roller.
Okay.
I tell you that name, like I said, Lars, like that sounds like a band that's gonna open up at the Whiskey later on tonight. They're opening up for Guns N' Roses later. Down on 8 here, we got Gabriel Shineri out of Assumption. He's taking on Hayden Alba out of Williamsburg. Looks like over on 3, it looks like Remy Wrestler gets the W, gets the fall. You know, I tell you what, man, Independence, another one of those teams in this conversation. Like it's not a, it's this is a true definition of a race.
Yeah,
in
I
this
mean,
class, like if Independence comes in and shows out, they can get themselves in the trophy hunt. You know, in years past, it's usually been like West Delaware, next topic. New Hampton, next topic. Waller, next topic.
Yeah.
No, I ain't got to throw that one in
Waller, I like it.
Got to throw that one in, dog. I'm still living in my glory days.
Get my posts in here and I can chop it up with you a little bit better.
Oh, absolutely. All right. I got one big shout out, Tony. I got a little man in Dubuque, Iowa listening. My son Drake and my wife Kylie are listening to this stream tonight. So
yeah, shout out to your wife for letting you spend 4 days here at the Wells Fargo. It's you know, these coaches' wives, the media wives,
unsung heroes, man.
And sometimes media husbands, right? I mean, at IAwrestle, we really pride on having our women photographers. They just and content creators, written content creators as well. I tell you what, like as being in this game for 10 years, women definitely do not get the respect they deserve on the mat as far as covering this sport. So shout out to the women on the both sides of this sport, the moms, the wives, the coaches' wives. Man, it's this isn't an easy sport for anybody to be a part of. Honestly,
well, something I noticed during the 1A session, I saw 3 women's coaches in the corners today.
Really?
Like, you want to talk about growth in the sport there?
Yeah, 100%. We got a close one down here on mat 4. The number 20 seed, Caleb Hoffman from Kemper Catholic. He's up 4-3 on Jake Howard, the 13th seed from Sergeant Bluff Luton. That's got 7 seconds left in the second period there.
On 1, we got Garrett Pumphrey out of Eddyville, Blakesburg. He's up 6-1 on Cole Baumgars of Bowden Hall, Rock Valley. I mean, Garrett Pumphrey, man, like you're talking about a guy who's just came on strong here in the last half of the season. Gets the fall for Eddyville, Blakesburg. You know, these bonus points are going to be huge in that team race.
I mean, you called the 2A champ. I mean, those are good points in your camp.
Hey, man, we're riding. So, yep, we already got confirmation too. Remy Wrestler nominee for all name team. Maybe we do need to just come up with an all name team. Do we go all weight? Do we go each weight class, or do we just go
each class?
14 of the best names in each weight or in each class.
Wrestling on mat number 1 at 132. CJ McGregor.
Caleb Hoffman's up 4-3 on Howard there on 4. Minute 30.
wrestling on mat number 1 at 132.
And he just got another 3 here in the third period. So looking to get it right out on top. Got double boots in. Got Howard in trouble here on the edge.
Kemper Catholic, another they're a team that seems like last year it seemed like a lot of eyes got put on those guys.
Kemper Catholic is definitely has a kids club on the come up. Carroll, it's weird. I've hung out with some people from Carroll, and it was Carroll, and then it's Carroll Kemper. Like there's definitely like a riff of like what school people are going to there. It definitely seems like that we're trending towards the Kemper Catholic, based off of what I've been hearing from the youth side. Well, a really cool story about Carroll, though, is their wrestlers like hide dollar bills in Wells Fargo Arena when they come here, like qualifiers, and then like the people around the town like have to find them or something. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, Kate Nissen, our videographer, told me that story, and it's something in that variation when there's like dollar bills around the arena and the fans go find it and stuff. So I'm gonna try to do a little feature on them this year.
Well, that's fun. Here we go on mat 3. We got Charlie Karam out of Solon. He's going to be taking on Calvin Hayes of Atlantic. Over on 2, we got Gavin Knutson out of Decorah. He's taking on Owen Neppel of Kemper Catholic. Gavin Knutson up 11-2 right now.
I should have brought my computer up here. What the heck was I thinking?
I don't know, man.
You have my computer.
Oh, that's why.
I have another computer downstairs, but I should have brought it up here.
I was going to say, you can borrow my computer if you want, man.
Well, I'm just looking to see if any of these first-round matchups potential matchups to watch anyways from Kinetic Edge PT, see if they're going to happen or not. We definitely had some that, we had some upsets first round in 3A and 1A that didn't happen. So those are always tough to put together. We're assuming that certain people are going to win. Back in the day when we didn't have seeds, it was first round matchups were just insane. Like head to head ranked matchups, have to watch. Now we're not seeing them till like the second round. But
yeah, tomorrow we'll get to see a lot of those good matchups. Like, I mean, everyone wanted the seeding. I think a lot of people always like. I always, to be honest with you, Tony, I liked the random draw. I always thought that's what made the Iowa State tournament, kind of dicey. Like, you could get 2 state champions meeting each other in the quarters, and you're gonna have a banger of a match on the second day of the tournament.
100%. Yeah, that's what brought the people in here. Back to that match I was on earlier, that Caleb Hoffman, the 20 seed, just knocked off the 13 seed. So he'll be advancing. So a little bit of an upset there. Keep your eye on.
Jared Engel right now, West Delaware on mat 7. He's up 7-6 on Carter Linston of Appleton Parkersburg. Grundy Center, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Appleton Parkersburg.
Dane Owen, Anamosa. Travis of Kristen.
Yes.
Grundy Center.
Yes.
Okay. Over on mat 2, we got Lane Travis and Dane Owen. Travis out of Creston, Owen out of Anamosa. Just another one of those matches we got to watch here. Looks like Travis in on a shot, gets a takedown there.
Now wrestling on mat number 8 at 132. Cale Cotter, North Polk. Tice Hansen, Okoboji, HMS.
Got about 125 people in the chat here. Do us a favor and share the YouTube link on social media. Let people know. Hey, give us a shout out. We're going to be following this Liston matchup on mat 7. Liston, for those of you that requested that match, Engel is up 8-6. Here, 30 seconds to go in the second period. We've got Algona, who had a heck of a Class 2A run in the state dual tournament. Isaac Wilson's up 18-3 on Andrew Reed late in the third period. Looking like he'll coast in the second round.
Over on 5 right now, we got Dolan Thyssen out of Central DeWitt and Chase Jensen out of Winterset. Looking down there, I see former Comanche great Baylor Krieger in the corner there for DeWitt. He just became a coach down there last year. That kid was probably one of the stronger kids I've ever seen back in the day. Always seemed like he caught the worst luck too at the state tournament, like right around state tournament time. So let's see.
Kane Rogers, looks like we were looking for update for that. They're just coming to mat 6 right now. Jordan Baumler, they're just coming to mat 6, so we'll try to keep you updated on that.
Kane Rogers, man, I mean, that's a guy that, you know, he beat Brock Morse this season so far as a freshman. Like, he's had a year for a freshman.
I think we had 2 undefeated freshmen coming in to this tournament. I think there was.
Yeah. I'm curious to see this freshman class. I mean, like, there's not like really like, you know, obviously like, you know, the Hendrick Schwabs are like kids that, you know, we can see in the Eddie Woody from Southeast Polk, but like kind of want like I'm kind of curious like who else in this, like we're not really gonna see probably I think until tomorrow. Like we're like that first crop of freshmen really start to show up here and, you know, start seeing how good of a wrestler they are.
You never know how you're gonna, you know, the nice thing about the AAU state tournament is they get in this atmosphere, but they're really wrestling either for their little kids club or they're wrestling for a big club, and they don't have a ton of fans that are cheering them on. When you come in here, you've got a whole town behind you. It's a little more added pressure for these freshmen. It's just you know, your hormones are a little crazy your freshman year, so you know, that's why being a 4-time state champion that freshman year is really one of the most important years and one of the most impressive years for, I think, for when you're looking at those 4-timers.
Well, I had talked to a couple of my freshmen in my kids club or my club that we run out of Dubuque today, down on the floor here, and then, you know, when I said to both of them, like, guys, this isn't new. Like, you guys have competed in this arena your entire lives. You guys are multiple-time AAU state qualifiers. Like, Wells Fargo Arena is not a scary place because you guys have already been here. So now you can just go out and wrestle. You know, it's like I was saying to someone, you know, it's kind of different. You know, back in our day, you wrestled down in Cedar Rapids, and then he came down in the barn or Wells Fargo in 06, and all of a sudden it's like, oh crap! Like it kind of takes it out of you a little bit. But now these kids, I mean, they've been in all these situations multiple times, and this isn't nothing. They know the routines.
100%.
Down here on 6, though, Kane Rogers up 3-1. Looks like he's getting about to get in a seatbelt position here.
Update for Axe Star. Cale Cotter, he's down 10-2 on Tice Hansen. That's Tice Hansen, the 10 seed versus number 23 seed for North Polk. That'll be 10-2 going into the second period. We had a little bit of blood time, so.
Now wrestling on mat number 1 at 138.
Down on 1 here, we got Tanner Wilson from Independence taking on Will Griswold, the center of Paramana.
Wilson of Independence.
Tell you what, man, you can see those shoes that Wilson has on from a freaking mile away.
At 138.
Got to be Rudis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're, they have to be the new Rudis ones. I was like, unless he's got a pair of the combat speeds that are that bright, but I think looking at the bottoms there, it's Rudis.
What do you think of those new Nike Inflicts that are coming out?
You know, brother, I when I first saw the couple of pairs that Stevenson had on his Instagram, I was like, I don't know. And then I saw Bo Bartlett post a pair of the Navy ones. I'm like, okay, you have my attention.
Yeah, they're kind of a throwback to another Nike shoe a while ago. I can't remember the name of them, but they definitely took some inspiration from it. God, I'm drawing a blank on the name, but it's definitely not a traditional Nike Inflict.
Bottoms are the same, but the tops are. I was talking to Chad Lohman about it this morning. Him and I were talking about it. He said that he got his hands on a pair of samples, and he said the tops are. He said the tops are very interesting. He goes, it's kind of hard to describe. He goes, I like them, and I'm like, okay, that's enough for me to really like. Yeah, I trust you on that, man. Looks like Kane Rogers out of North Fayette Valley. He gets the fall here in the second period. You know what? He's gonna be one of those kids that is, like I said, as a freshman, you gotta watch. Like he's gonna be one of those kids. I think that he might be able to break up this bracket here a little bit at 132 pounds. Jake Decker out of West Marshall, he's up 10-1 here, with about 30 seconds left here in the third period over Lame Elmquist of
Now
Audubon.
wrestling on mat number 6 at 138. Jordan Mealing.
Lincoln
Marshall,
Schraub,
GMG.
and down
Max
here on
Kuda,
mat 7,
Sergeant
he's going to be taking on Carver Wheelan of
Mealing,
Independence.
Marshall, GMG. Kuda,
Back on that
Sergeant
match you guys want us to
Now
watch.
wrestling on
Tyson
mat
Hansen did
number
get the
6
tech fall
at
over Cale
138.
Cotter, North Polk. So 10 seed will be moving on there. Dolan Tyson looks like he's going to advance a 12-6 win over Jace Jensen of Winterset. So Spencer DeWitt's going to move on, a wrestler there.
OABCIG, Jaden Bucknell, NHTV. Spetman of OABCIG, Bucknell, NHTV.
Got a tight one there on mat 1 with that Wilson. Those, that's 4-4. Could maybe stick with that one. That's a 22 seed. Will Griswold tied up with Tanner Wilson, the 11th seed. 4-4 here in the second period. Griswold on top.
On mat number 4, 132 pounders. White Johnson.
I feel like, for how close Independence and Center Point is, I feel like these two have seen each other probably more than one time this season. Over on 3, it looks like Jackson Miller, North Butler, he gets the win there in the fall in the first period.
Zach Richards, PCM Monroe. Harrison of Ballard, Richards, PCM Monroe, now wrestling on mat number 5 at 138.
Right now, Lane Travis has got a commanding 13-5 lead here to finish off that match, round 1 on mat 2.
Gilbert, Walsh of Sergeant Bluff Luton, Nace of Gilbert.
Over on
now
5,
mat number 3,
Jacob Harrison and Zach Richards at PCM, they're scoreless.
Lane Travis from Creston, 9th seed. He's going to be moving on here. Got to look like a major decision.
Now wrestling on mat number 2 at 138. Ben Kusar, Perry, Brennan Bashke, Okoboji HMS. Kusar, Perry.
That Wilson Griswold match is a barn burner.
Now wrestling on mat number 2.
5-4, Wilson up now. Griswold in on a shot. Trying to peek his head out. Wilson doing a good job of just kind of staying tight on top. Looking for that stalemate in this position. He's on his butt. Kind of coming over. Oh, you're going to get the 3. So Wilson's going to get the 3. So 8-4 now.
So we have been in Wells Fargo now for almost 20 years, Tony.
That's insane.
Right? Has your opinion changed? Because I know you were probably a
I
barn
was a
till I
Vets
die.
guy.
Barn till you die.
Yeah, I'm a barn till I die. I think this is a better viewing experience, but the atmosphere is definitely not the same. And I think that really comes down to the way that we're 4 days. It's the way the sessions roll. I do know the Iowa High School Athletic Association is trying to change it. I do think we will go back to 3 days after this contract. Most people are pointing, okay, it's 4 days, they're making more money, but they're actually losing money because you don't have people that are coming back. All the 3A people are gone. They're not staying for 2A, or, they don't have to come back and wrestle quarters, right after 2A, so we're not getting that crossover between the sessions or for the classes.
Yeah.
So that was what made it great is you had an excuse to
stay to watch 2A.
To stay and watch, multiple classes during those situations. So, I think if we went back to that, Wells is definitely going to be better. But there's just the historic of trying to get mat side, trying to get a bleacher next to the mat. It's going to be so hard to replicate that.
Yeah. Well, and you think about it too. It's I've heard people multiple times say, freaking Division I doesn't have to make 4 days in a row.
Yep.
Make weight 4 days in a row. And you're expecting these high school kids to compete on 4 days in a row. But hey, obviously we're not the ones making the decision. We're going to ride with whatever schedule we have put in front of us. But it's no, I kind of agree. I don't mind it. Part of me kind of likes how it's a little bit more spread out, but at the same time too, if it wasn't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. And it really only changed because they changed state duels, which we all did not like.
Yeah.
So we got a better state duel setup. Maybe suffered a little bit on the individual side. So I know that Chris Cuellar and company are definitely trying to get it fixed. And I would be shocked if we don't go back to 3 days.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest with you too, like watching the girls' state tournament this year, like I swear, like there's got to be a couple things that we can take from that girls' state tournament and add to the state finals. Like these girls had freaking flamethrowers going off in the like on the way to the finals. Like, I mean, I understand like there's definitely like the tradition of it all, but it's like nah, like
so
sell it up a little bit.
So that is going to change too for fans that don't know.
I didn't mean to spoil that.
No, that is going to change. So the Iowa High School Sports Network really dictates of how the state tournament really runs. They have they're the rights holders, and they really determine kind of how the state tournament looks really for TV. Those rights now are going back to the High School Athletic Association. They're not going to be selling them, from my understanding, for the most part. So I do think we're going to get more theatrics that you're talking about, like the Girls Association, because it's fire. It is an electric. So I expect some good things from this state tournament in the next, 2 to 3 years, quickly changing.
Cool. I mean, it's cool to be a traditionalist, but at the same time, it's like evolving is huge too. You have to evolve.
Yes.
Down here on 5, let's talk some wrestling here. We got on a little tangent there, and that's fine. But we got like talking like we're sitting at a bar right now trying to debate these things. And we really should be covering wrestling. I mean, we got plenty of time to talk about that later. Down here on 2, it looks like Tate German is up 3-1 on Zadok Allerson.
See if there's any other little spots. Yeah, we're rambling a little bit. We're just two dudes watching wrestling. So, if you got matches you want to watch, if you're just jumping in the chat here, let us know. That does definitely help us of who you want us to cover.
Big takedown there. No, not big takedown. Big return there on 1. Between Kenneth Grimm of Woodward Granger and Colton Schaefer of Oskaloosa. That is at 144 pounds.
Now wrestling on mat number 7 at 138.
Tanner Posting of Woodward Granger looking to close out his match. He's up 11-3 with 120 left over Wyatt Johnson of Cherokee. That's a 18-15 matchup.
Down on 6 here, we had near falls out of Dax Kodam out of Sergeant Bluff Luton. Another team that you got to consider in this race too. I mean, they're tough as all get out too. You got Ben Welsh right now up 3-1 right now over on mat 3 with minute 15 left here in the second at 138 pounds. Or 144 pounds, I apologize.
Yep, we're about halfway through here in this first round. 138 pounders are on the mat. We're starting to bring in some 144s. Looks like Harrison is going to roll here up 16-3 with a minute left from Ballard over Zane Richards.
So in the morning session, or in the tomorrow session, is it going to be first round or like first thing in the morning Consolations, or no? Are they going to do round of 16 first, then Consolations backside?
I heard some rumors that they were going to do quarters. They were going to do consies, then quarters, and then consies again, I believe. But now I'm hearing that it's going to be quarters first, then consies. So, who knows?
Okay.
I think we'll go. I think that we'll go quarters, but again, they're trying to just change the formats a little bit. But I mean, I had coaches reaching out to me wanting to know what the schedule was. So
now wrestling on mat number 6 at 144. Michael Rowetter, Carroll, Connor Pickerel.
Oh, it looks like I got.
Carroll,
never mind. We thought I had Cradle over here on mat 3 at 144 pounds. We had between Ben Welsh, Sergeant Bluff Luton, but he got himself a set of 4s on the way out of the door there on that Cradle. He's taking on Brandon Neese at Gilbert.
Jaden Bucknell, New Hampton, going to be he's going to be the winner, 8-1 over Caden Spetman.
Tyler of Decorah, now wrestling on mat number 5 at 144.
So that one just gets finished up. So New Hampton Turkey Valley going to have a guy going in the second round. We are at 138, 144.
Now wrestling on mat number 4 at 144. Kenny Gears Gears, Wes Marshall.
If you've got a match he wants to call, probably the best thing is to do is when you're getting close to that matchup.
Now wrestling on mat number 4 at 144.
We got 8 mats to cover here for you.
Now wrestling on mat number 8 at 144.
Over on 4 right now, we got Andrew Tajan and Kenneth Gears of West Marshall.
Sesker, Larry Goldfield.
Tell you what, the name we missed out last year, Brody Beers being gone, that one hurts us. That was the name of the tournament.
That was.
West Marshall there with a takedown. But yeah, Anamosa finds himself sliding out the back door there. Tajan gets himself a reversal now, 3-2 here in the first 40 seconds of this match.
.30 seconds left over on mat 1 and the second period, sorry. Kenny Grimm, he's up 4-3 on Colton Schaefer of Oskaloosa. You got Brody Phelps. He's up 1-0. We're in the minute left in the second period on Niall Benji of Winterset. It's 18-15 matchup. Niall's at 15. Mat 5, we're getting asked to take a look at that. You got Kason Tyler of Decorah. He's up 9-3 with 30 seconds left. Tyler, the 12 seed, taking on the 21 seed of Gavin Day. So we got 2 Winterset wrestlers on the mat.
Got a Turk going on here. Oh, just as they go out of bounds, he was slipping that Turk in. On mat 8, Clarion Sesker out of Clarion Goldfield down. James Stevens of Hampton Dumont.
Ben Walsh is rolling there. He's going to end up with a major decision, 11-2. Sergeant Bluff Luton over Braden Neese of Gilbert. The 9 seed will advance at 144 pounds here in Class 2A.
So we got
Tate German rolled. He got tech fall 20-2 over Zadrick Allison of Fairfield.
wow. He's
20-2,
rolling.
yeah.
That's putting points on the board there.
Now wrestling on mat number 2.
Exhausting the scoreboard, in the words of Shane Sparks.
Dayton Ulrich, OABCIG.
We go on mat 1. We got Cradle still locked up here. 7-4, Colton Schaefer, Oskaloosa ahead of Colton Kinnick Grimm.
Now wrestling on mat number 3 at 150. Aiden Hippen of Clear Lake. Jaden Leland.
Over on 2, we're getting started off here. We got Cameron Kramer out of Independence. He's taking on Dayton Ulrich out of OABCIG.
Down on mat 5, we got some blood time, but an update there for you for Kason Tyler. He's up 12-4 on Gavin Day. Minute 35 left in the second period. On his way to a tech fall. Grimm and Schaefer 8-7 on mat 1. These two kind of been flirting with back points and putting each other in a bad position. Got a reversal by Schaefer. So he's going to be up 9-8. He got a reversal with 8 seconds left, and he's going to be your winner for Oskaloosa, the 16 seed over the 17 seed, Kenneth Grimm.
Big win there.
Big reversal. 8 seconds left. I mean, they were in scramble situations that whole match.
And we got, looks like we got some Meepo action coming up here on mat 6.
Mason Johnson, the 21 seed, taking on Briggs Collins there from West Liberty.
Oh, man. Oh, under Baki Swafford rivalry
Let's
right
go.
now, man. Man.
Where's the pin doctor?
I don't know, man. He might be in surgery.
Assumption Davenport.
For real?
No, he's
Oh,
pin doctor.
pin
Come on. Come on.
Well, he said he was feeling sick. Like he made a post that he was not feeling under the weather. So I was like, oh.
I don't know. That was the most serious. That was the most
Yeah.
serious look you've ever given me.
Yeah.
Like, are you serious? No, he's a pin doctor.
Yeah.
He's probably in surgery.
Jeez. He posted that he was sick. So
Oh,
I
okay.
legit thought he was not doing so well.
Looks like right away, though. Briggs Collins finds that cradle. Oh, wow. Big old step over there. That was just smooth wrestling there.
Now Benj came back here. He's up 7-2 on Broderick Phelps. Late in the third period, he's going to advance for a winner set. So the 15 seed gets by the 18 seed. That one was close.
Runder, my man, looks like Briggs Collins is up 5-0 right now on Mason Johnson from Meepo. I just saw your comment there. It looks like he's getting near falls here. Looks like he's going to settle back, find himself in a half here. Should put, he goes chin in the shoulder, flatten that out.
Shout out to all those people that bought our shirts. We sold out of the 100-year T-shirts. So if you are a lucky one, you got it. But good news is, if you're coming down the state tournament tomorrow or Friday, we're hoping to have another shipment from Lumberjack Apparel. So hopefully they're going to come in and come through with a clutch and get us some. If not, we are going to put them up on our website. So we will ship them out. They're actually up for sale right now. So definitely give us a look on Friday if you missed out on those T-shirts. But sold out on day one.
Briggs Collins of West Liberty gets the fall here in the first period for West Liberty. He moves on around to 16 here later tonight.
Got a tight one on for Gears of West Marshall. Tajan of Anamosa, 6'4". Gears is up, minute 15 left on mat 4 at 144 pounds. He's on top right now, minute 5 left.
So there's a fall there on mat 3. Gavin Gerbach out of Dyke, New Hartford over Brock Bergmeyer. I believe Gavin is Allie's little brother.
Yeah, she's Allie's actually shooting for IAwrestle this week. So cool opportunity to have her in Matt's side. Obviously for us all week, but be able to watch her brother. That's a unique opportunity.
Did she wrestle for ANGSWR? No.
Man, I feel like she was.
I could be wrong.
Will Goodlove, Mount Vernon.
Man, that was back in the day when it
was unsanctioned.
Unsanctioned. But she was Miss Wrestler of the Year. I know that.
Back when we had Women's Wrestling Fight Club.
Head coach of Cedar Falls.
Just turning that program into a freaking national powerhouse.
Absolutely.
On mat 8 right now, looks like Colin Sesker of Clarion Goldfield down. He's up 6'2" with a set of 4 swipes. He's jumping out 10-2 over James Stevens of Hampton Dumont. 30 seconds left here in the third period.
Kason Tyler moves on 21-9.
Wow, down here on 4, man. Tajan put him on his back.
He was tied up 6-6
with near fall. It was 6-4. Was it with near fall? He gets the win. That's a gutsy win there for Andrew Tajan of Anamosa.
20 seed over the 13.
Number 5 at 150, Lane Gudenkopf, West Delaware, Manchester. Evan Kelsick, North Polk. Gudenkopf of West Delaware, Kelsick of North Polk.
Over on 1, it looks like Chase Krantz out of Davenport Assumption. He's up 16-2 with a headlock. He's got a set of 4, so he's going for the tech pin here.
Now wrestling on mat number 4.
Colin Sesker is going to move on with a major decision over James Stevens of Hampton Dumont. So CGG gets bonus points there. 11 seed over 22 seed, I believe it was.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Now wrestling on mat number 8 at 150, Carter Folker.
A lot of matches just getting just wrapped up, and we're at all 7 mats in the first period, or 8 mats now in the first period.
Now wrestling on mat number 8 at 150.
Pretty much all the mats are at 150, 157 right now. Let's see here.
Now wrestling on mat number 1 at 157, Caleb Seba, Clarion Goldfield Dow's, Chayton Stethan, Harlan Community.
Aiden Schaefer up 7-0 early for Eagle Grove on Peyton Johnson, the 17 seed. Down there on mat 2. Wes Martin of Estherville, Lincoln Centerville. He's up 3-1 on Brady Greer. at the end of the first period. That's a 20 seed up on the 13 seed.
Over on 5, Lane Gudenkoff of West Delaware, Manchester. He's up 3-1 right now. And Evan Kelsick of North Polk. Polk, last year they had a team. Like they had a freaking squad last year.
Yeah, North Polk's they've got some individuals that definitely can be wrestling on Friday night. Seeing what they can do, get their guys in Saturday night. They got a couple definitely guys that can make it happen. Charlie Bowman.
Well, he was a state finalist last year.
No,
third.
I want to say 5th or 6th. I'm not sure why.
Okay. Over on 2, looks like Hayden Schaefer. He jumped out to a 11-0 lead right now. Man, kind of weird seeing Eagle Grove be in 2A nowadays.
Got a tight one there. Greer versus Martins all tied up. 5-5. Minute left to go in the second period at 157 pounds.
Fuller of Comanche. Hilby of West Delaware.
All right. Actually, as I just said it, Chrissy Stearns, Ole from Comanche, coming up on mat 3 here. Oliver Fuller taking on Ryan Hilby of West Delaware. Looks like, where are we sitting here on that? Mat 3. So here we go here. He's reporting to the mat right now. All right, we'll let this one rock here for you, Christy. So hopefully I can get some score updates here for you. They haven't started the match yet. Oliver Fuller is just waiting, just going to check in right now. (14-2) over here on mat 2. Hayden Schaefer of Eagle Grove. He looks like, he's put on a kind of a takedown clinic here over Peyton Johnson of Mediapolis.
Wes Martin was tied up between Martin and Greer. 5-5. Got an outside single leg to a cradle, so he's got takedown 3, and then he's got Greer in real bad trouble here with late in that second period. I don't think he got the pin, but he got 4 near falls, so it's going to be 12-5. Martin's going to take a big lead here going in the third period. It's going to be Greer's choice. He's going to choose down.
Over on 3, Oliver Fuller in a front headlock position. Still scoreless here after 45 seconds in the first period. Trying to do a little whip over here, but it looks like Hilby kind of found himself back on his feet here. Fuller has a double unders working as well. So still scoreless here with a minute left. Down on 5, you got North Polk's Evan Kelsick. He's tied up this match with Lane Gudenkoff, 6-6, with a minute left here in the second period.
Webster City, Hurd of Mount Vernon, Estlund of Webster City, now wrestling on mat number 2 at 165.
Over on 2, we got Cooper Hurd of Mount Vernon. He's taking on Luke Usland of Webster City.
Mat 4, Dutzman went big, down 4-1. Tried to throw Patterson to Benton. No connection there, though. Ended up going out of bounds. So Patterson's going to lead 4-1 going into the third period.
I tell you, Benton Community has got themselves a little squad, too. I mean, Grant, they left one of their guys, their fourth ranked, I believe it was 144-pounder at home this weekend at districts. But, I mean, they got some solid guys down here. Down here on 6, looks like ELC's Wes Martin is up 12-9 right now, but he's got himself a Turk with four near fall with 30 seconds left. Honestly, he could just camp there right now and just kind of hold that position, ride out this time and walk out the mat of the win. Over, still scoreless here on mat 3 for Oliver Fuller and Ryan Hilby of Manchester. They have some blood time here. They're getting that cleaned up. Over on 5, back over to mat 5, Lane Gudenkoff of West Delaware. He's up 7-6 right now, still over Evan Kelsick of North Polk. Over on 7, Josh Fink, 13 seed. He's going to be taking on Ethan Pryor out of Williamsburg. About 30 seconds left here in the first period. No score here as well. Tell you what, though, on 6, Greer and Martin, 13-12. Freaking points in abundance there, man.
Yeah, Greer ends up moving on 13-12. Late in the third period, Patterson's up 8-3 on Dutzman.
Algona, Chase Humple, NHTV. McGregor and Algona, Humple.
Tight match,
NHTV.
that Gudenkoff, 7-6, start of that third period. Mat 5, they're in neutral position. Kelsick almost spun around for 3 points, but now Gudenkoff's in really good position, got good hips, gonna get the takedown. Reversal, sorry.
Over here. Still scoreless here in the second period. Started the second period for Oliver Fuller. He started on the top position with Hilby. Breaking hips, trying to find a rest.
Caleb Seba's he's rolling up 13-1, minute 30 left to go in the third period on Chayton Sneethan, Harlan. So CG.
Wow. Owen Fuller catches a cradle off to the side. Oliver Fuller looking for the fall here. Gets the fall. He was in kind of a no position for that, and all of a sudden jumps to the side and catches a cradle. Goes straight over top with it. Doesn't go off to the side. Gets the win there for Comanche. You want to talk about a community that's been kind of shaken up in the wrestling world the last couple of weeks, man. Glad to see that they got a win there for them. Maybe soften a little bit of the blows there for them.
Plucky of Carroll, Ortega, Center Point Urbana, and wrestling on mat 4 at 157.
All right. Down here over on mat 8, we're going to get started. We got Elias Beshke of Benton Community. He's going to be taking on Caden Wiley of West Liberty.
Fisher, Sheldon, South O'Brien. Morgan, Clary Goldfield Downs. Mitt Fisher, Sheldon, South O'Brien. Wrestling on mat number 3 at 165.
Looks like Seba's going to get the tag for CGD.
157. Elias Bishke, Benton Community. Caden Wheely, West Liberty.
Gudenkoff's opened up there in the third period. He's going to end up winning, advancing for West Delaware 15-7 or Colsick of North Polk.
Tell you what, digging West Delaware's new singlets. Those are kind of dope.
Can't miss them.
Nope. Them and Storm Lake, you can't mess those singlets out of anywhere.
Clear Lake. Now wrestling on mat number 1 at 165.
Down on 2. Cooper Hurd of Mount Vernon at 165 pounds. He's up 6-0 right now.
Low Town, BCLUW, SH, Mike and Wheeler, Anamosa. Town, BCLUW, SH, Wheeler of Anamosa. Now wrestling on mat.
Got a lot of matches here in the early periods.
Still
got a tight match down there on 7, though. You got Fink and Pryor. Fink of Gilbert, Pryor of Williamsburg, knotted at 1. Start of the third period.
Currently on mat 3, Mitchell Fisher. Mitchell Fisher's up 3-0 over Ryland Morgan of Clarion Goldfield Downs with about a minute left here in the first. Then over on 5, Mike Wheeler out of Anamosa. He's going to be taking on, or Mike and Wheeler out of Anamosa. He's going to be taking on Bo Town of BCLU SH. Wheeler, a returning state placer for Anamosa last year. One of those 8 kids that, needs to be help out their team. Down here on 6, got a nice big old power half going on with Carter McGregor out of Algona with a fall over Chase Humple, New Hampton, Turkey Valley.
Mitchell Fisher up 3-0 on Ryland Morgan. 20 seconds left in the first period. Riding tough on top. Looks like he's going to get the right out here. 12 seconds. Got boot in on the right side. Looking for a Turk.
It's like 57 and 65 are pretty much out here right now. Big 3-point takedown there on mat 2 for Cooper Hurd. He's up 10-0 with a minute left. Big old double, big old pickup, big old set down. Michael Wheeler, he's out to a 3-0 lead here on Bowtown. Sheldon Fisher from Sheldon South O'Brien, he's still up 3-0 on Ryland Morgan with about just at the start of the second period here.
Mike and Wheeler's up 3-0 end of the first period on Bowtown, Anamosa. We're talking about them earlier. I feel like we're going to be talking about the team race all day today, all week here in Class 2A.
Absolutely.
Let's see if we can get a team score. Looks like, where they got it in here?
They're going backwards. They started at 10 and worked their way down. Or worked their way up.
Got it.
Coming up, wow, we got some scrambles going on here on 1. That's some good old-fashioned wrestling right there.
Cooper Hurd, he rolls against Luke Eastland, 14-0, major decision. Mount Vernon's going to advance.
Now coming up here on 2. Looks like we got a rocket from Eddyville, Blakesburg. Fremont. Can't forget Fremont. Blake Johnson's going to be taking on Uriah Edsel out of Monticello.
Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont. Edsel, Monticello, Johnson, Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont. Now wrestling on mat number 2 at 165.
Edsel in on a shot. Johnson, hard wizard down, finds the leg, cut in the corner, trying to drive through it here. He might be popping out the back, or he might. Now he's shelving the leg, coming up, sweeps, gets the 3.
Austin Bogey, Nevada.
For Blake Johnson.
Bogey of Nevada. Now wrestling on mat number 7 at 175.
Head to third period in the neutral position. Down on mat 3. Mitchell Fisher's up 5-0 to start over Ryland Morgan.
Looks like Johnson gets himself a set of 4 here on mat 2 against Uriah Edsel Monticello. So he's up 7-0 right now with about a minute left here in the first.
Rafe back from Clear Lake. He's up 8-0 on Cale Hutchison of Albia. Start of the third period. They're in the neutral position to start the third.
Coming up here on mat 4, we got Colt Roos out of Sheldon South O'Brien. He's going to be taking on Aiden Antonelli of Anamosa, returning state qualifier from last year for Anamosa.
Anamosa, Roos, Sheldon South O'Brien, Antonelli, Anamosa. Now wrestling on mat number 4 at 175.
West Liberty, Caden's Wild. He's up 4-0, minute 30 left to go.
Sophomore, I believe, out of West Liberty. Looks like Blake Johnson, Eddyville, getting himself set on for a Saturday night ride on a Wednesday night. Looking for the fall here. He's got about 15 seconds. He's going to sit through this.
Needs to take that hand to the top.
Yep.
Eitzel
With
did
the fall.
Yeah. Eitzel did a good job of fighting that off. I mean, you get in that position that Saturday night, it's tough to get off your back.
Yes. Well, and like you said, though, too, if he would have probably slid that hand up, that kind of stretches his shoulder out a little bit flatter for him.
Mitchell Fisher, he's up 8-0, looking to close this out on Ryland Morgan. Got a right leg in. Looks like he's going to get that right out, so he'll advance with a major decision on Ryland Morgan.
Landon Halverson, Humboldt. Max Dalton, Woodward Granger. Halverson of Humboldt. Dalton of Woodward Granger. Now wrestling on mat number 2 at 175.
Looks like Rafe Back is going to advance with a 10-3 win over Cale Hutchison. So Clear Lake will advance. Number 12 seed.
Let's see here.
Wrestling on
Rafe
mat
Back.
3 at 175. Brock Boyna.
Good win there for him. 12-21.
Bendorf, Heartland Community. Boyna of Crestwood Cresco. Bendorf of Heartland Community. Now wrestling on mat number 3.
Mike and Wheeler up 4-0 with 20 seconds left to go down on mat 5. Just got hit with a stall call. 17 seconds to go in that one.
Now wrestling on mat number 1 at 175. Tate Rummel.
Townie does a good job of getting his hips out. A little hip heist, got a front headlock position. Didn't get the one, so he's going to get 2 reversal.
At 175.
Almost wish he would have kind of
Did that
got
sooner.
his 1 and then get his 3, but so Wheeler's going to advance 4-2 for Anamosa. Caden Weil, he's going to get up the, I think it's Weil or Wheel, up, ends up advancing 4-0 on Bisque of Benton Community. Just probably butchering names up here.
We're trying our best, man. There was some, like, I was like looking at Lars, like, come on, buddy. There was a dude from Lisbon named Walrus, and we just were like, nah, he's Walrus today. We were rooting for him too, man. Like, he lost in like the last like 10 seconds. We're like, oh, Walrus, come on, man.
Jessing up, we're just at 175 pounds. We'll try to get you to that Alex Hudson matchup. Got a few weights here to go, though.
Let's see here. Antonelli Anamosa, he's up 7-0 here in a second.
On the main concourse are going to be closing soon. If you're planning to order a t-shirt,
Kuyber's 8-4 in the third period, minute left to go on mat 6.
very quickly, because they are going to be closing soon.
Well, you know what, Tony? Honestly, I think it's a good time for us to take a quick commercial break. That
Yes.
way we can show our sponsors. We got to thank Raider Outdoor Power for sponsoring this live stream. Also, Single Speed and Connect Edge. You know, they've been helping out the state tournament as well. So we'll be right back, guys, after these quick commercial breaks.
At Raider Outdoor Power, we have something for everyone in every price range and for every season. We're your #1 source in the tri-states for lawn and garden equipment, snow equipment, handheld equipment, tractors, gators, grills, and utility vehicles. We offer a full line of new and used products from John Deere, Kubota, Steel, Cub Cadet, Honda, Green Mountain Grills, and many more. Check out Raider Outdoor Power in Dubuque or online at lawnpower.com.
We're here the night before state finals, packed house, talking wrestling over a cold beer. Doesn't get any better than that. I love beer. I've been drinking beer for a while, and I mean, that's pretty cool. I think just the fact that Single Speed recognized us as someone that covers the sport and cares about the sport is to be alongside the name of Gable. I mean, that's a dream, right? Like, look at that.
Join us before the state finals at Single Speed Brewing Company this Saturday from 2 to 5 p.m.
Pain or limited mobility can affect every part of your daily life. Our goal is to get you feeling well enough that you can do everything that you want to do. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy will make your physical therapy journey as easy and convenient as possible. Start with a free 20-minute injury screen and receive a complimentary benefits check. If you need pain relief now, go to kineticedgept.com or call 866-588-0230 to schedule your free screen today.
And we're back. Thank you to our sponsors again. While we were gone, Brody Schmidt from Wahlert Catholic, Matt 6, he's jumped up to a 3-0 lead. He's got a cradle locked in. Fun fact, Brody Schmidt was named the 2024 Hog of the State Football Championship game by the Iowa Pork Producers. If there's any more of a more Iowa award to give out.
Did you get it? Did they get like a brass hog? Or?
That's right. Or I said at least like 12 pounds of free bacon or something. He's like, no, I just got a plaque.
Yeah, they should be giving out like a brass hog, like the Minnesota Iowa trophy.
Floyd of Rosedale.
Yes.
The Floyd of Cedar Falls. The Curtis of Cedar Falls. Let's call it that.
190 pounders are out now, so we are moving up in the weight classes. A lot of 170 pounders out there. Tatum Rummel of Algona. I know we've got some Algona fans out there listening. He's up 4-0 late in the third period on Jacob Ost of Glenwood. Max Dalton and Landon Halverson, they're in a barn burner, 2-1 down there on mat 2. Looks like Halverson is on top. He's on the bottom. Just gets out for 1, so we're 2-2. 50 seconds left to go in that matchup. That's a 18 Max Dalton versus 15 Landon Halverson matchup.
Over here on 7, it looks like Max Purdy. He's going to be working a nice hard Turk over there with a 9-2 lead. He's going to extend that to 13-2. Putting some pressure on right there.
$20 seconds to go, all tied up, 2-2 between Dalton and Halverson in the neutral position. Halverson takes kind of a long shot.
I thought Schmidt had a cradle there, but he gets another takedown there. He's starting to put it on there.
Dalton does a good job of just controlling the ties, and they're going to go to OT.
One of our first OT matches of Class 2A.
See if Halverson takes one of those long shots again or sets it up.
So I did see an 11-second fall though today too. So,
really?
Yeah, for 106 pounds, and I believe it was 2A. Right off the gate, big 11. Like I look, by the time that I could even finish saying the match or like the name of the match, it was over. What is currently the fastest fall time right now? It's not 6?
It's not crazy. I was just looking up I thought it was. Not even that. I feel like it was like 10 seconds. It wasn't under 10, I thought. But the record book that I looked at, maybe it was outdated.
There was once a state qualifier from Cascade that held it at 7 in the state tournament. Back in like 95. But I'm not sure if...
Now wrestling on mat number 1 at 190, Oscar Potter.
Yeah, put a lot of freaking work into it. Something done like that.
Yep.
Sioux Center. Potter, Woodward Granger.
Back to that Dalton Halverson matchup. They're going to the coin flip. They didn't. No one was able to connect really there.
Brody Schmidt though with a 18-3 tech fall for Wahlert Catholic. Looks like Coach Allen forgot to shave his head before he left Dubuque this week.
He gets fired up about that girls wrestling, man. Loves it.
Dude, he's passionate about it. I mean, he was one of those guys. I mean, when I was coaching with him, he was the one that came up to me and was like, "Hey, we want to start a girls wrestling team." I was like, "You think it'll work?" Next thing you know, we have a room full of 25 girls in our first year. And ironically, I was just saying that on the break. Brody Schmidt, his sister was Waller's first girls state champion in 2020. She tears her ACL in the finals. In the first 45 seconds, she was a returning state track champ. Tears her ACL. We're like, oh my God, this sport's ruined now because we brought in a bunch of athletes and the best athlete tears her ACL. But then COVID hit.
Wow.
It was like, hooray for small miracles.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, no one ever wants to go back to that again.
No, heck no.
We never want to do that again.
No. Max Dalton ended up getting a reversal here. So now he's going to be up 4-2. Halverson is down here to start the third overtime. Up to his feet.
Ooh, big takedown there on 4 with the tech fall.
Halverson gets out. Now it's 4-3, 13 seconds to go. Dalton just spent a lot of time, dropped down to a single leg after Halverson came up to his feet, and I think that's going to be the difference maker. It's going to run out of time. So Max Dalton, this 18 seed, knocks out the 15 seed from Woodward Granger.
It's just so wild, dude. You watch the technique of some of these kids at this age. It's just like, it's evolving so fast.
100%. Yep. You got all these good kids clubs around the state. It's really helping.
I also think too, like the fact that these kids have pretty much any technique they want at their fingertips. Where we all had to watch John Smith's "How Low Can You Go" at least 97 times.
Yeah, you had to have the VHS tapes.
Yeah. Now these good wrestlers all I gotta do is pick up my phone and record something, and I get my technique out to everyone. Oh, looks like we got a bulldog, or we got a cow catcher going over here on mat 4. He's just sitting a little high though. He's got to settle in right there. There's the fall on mat 4 for Algona. Big points there for a team that's in the hunt.
Got a EBF wrestler down here, Logan Gardner, coming to the mat, taking on Donovan Hedrington of Atlantic. That matchup at 190 pounds.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Atlantic just south of Des Moines, right?
They're southwest.
Southwest, okay. Over on 7 here. Oh, hang on. Oh, okay. Mike Hass, Toby Donovan from Cascade had it for a while with 7 seconds, but then Hasinius from Lamar's in 2000 broke it with 5 seconds.
Okay.
Of Ballard, Cody Elliott, Webster City. Waka of Ballard, Elliott of Webster City, now wrestling on mat number 4 at 250.
See, there's some decent wrestling in Cascade. Got a half going on over here on mat 1 with the fall, or it looks like Lamfers out of Sioux Center. That's a big old kid.
Kaysen Curran jumps out to a 5-0 lead on Caleb Pendergrast, Sergeant Bluff Luton. That's minute 15 left in the first period.
Looks like we got a little injury time, though. Looks like the clock's still running, though. Unless that's injury time.
Now wrestling on mat number 1 at 215. Gunnar Marchwig.
2 15-pounders coming to the mat.
Jordan Oskaloosa.
We're going to be rolling here on the front side here shortly.
Kristen Jordan Oskaloosa. Now wrestling on mat number 1.
Going to get into our matchups to watch from Kinetic Edge PT.
106-pounders. be warming up.
They are calling 106 pounders here soon. This is when the good stuff happens. Drew Diaz, Davenport Assumption, up 3-1 on Sam McDonald in the third period. That just gets underway in the sixth. They're in the neutral position.
Looks like over here on 3, got a cradle locked up. Getting 4 in the fall.
East Marshall.
Ooh, a big headlock. Down on 4.
Jackson Waka from Ballard.
Running out of time there at the end of the first. Matt 4, 285. We'll get there once. Looks like that'll probably be the next match on deck. You guys are able to see that before we are.
Now wrestling on mat number 3 at 2:15.
Get you a team score update here after this first round of action.
Colton Mao, Sioux Center.
Independence right now leading the pack with 19. Anamosa with 16.
At 2:15.
Assumption.
They had a good round. They had a good first round.
Yeah, they did with 12.5. Algona sitting at 4 with 11.5. 5, we got Clarion. Goldfield down. They got 10. Down here on 3, we got Will Webless from Wahlert and Colton Mao, Sioux Center. This Will Webless, he's only been wrestling 8 months, I heard.
Holy cow.
Yeah, he's only a junior.
Drew Diaz closed out his match with a major decision, 10-2 over Sam McDonald, the winner set.
Looks like Jamie Van Wy from Central Lyon, he's up 6-1 right now.
Now wrestling on mat number 6 at 285, Owen Petland, West Delaware, Manchester, Jesus Baez, Eagle Grove. Petland,
Jamie
West
Van
Delaware,
Wy,
Baez,
6-1 on Pole
Eagle
King
Grove.
of Carroll.
Wrestling on mat
Minute left to
number
go in the
6
second
at
period there.
285.
Knotted at 0 between Parker Jordan of Oskaloosa and Gunnar Martwick. Start of the second period at 2:15.
.285 down here on 6, starting off. We got Owen Petland out of West Delaware. He's taking on Jesus Baez out of Eagle Grove.
Casey and Kieran of Mount Vernon up 9-0, minute 45 left in the match on Caleb Pendergrast. Donovan Hedgerton got an escape to start the third period and a takedown. So now he's going to be up 6-2 with a minute 30.
We got a Peterson, or we got a Fat Man roll down here on 7. Yeah, it's not PC.
Big man roll.
Big man roll.
Big man roll.
Offensive lineman roll.
There you go.
Oh, now it gets reversed. Well, just a 1 here, but fights his way off his back. Down here on 4, looks like Jackson Waka of Ballard gets the fall here. And down on 2, Donovan Hedgerton of Atlantic. He's got Logan Gardner on it, Gardner on his back in a headlock position, and they just call the fall.
That was tied up 2-2 to start the third there.
Yeah.
Worm.
Big win there for Donovan Hedgerton out of Atlantic. You know, Lars kept saying it all day. It was like, it's crazy. You lose your first match here in the, you know, in this round of 24, and you're done for the day. You win, you get a second match. It's like, it doesn't seem right, but.
Woodward Granger, Caden Clark, PCM Monroe.
I think
Hesner, Woodward Granger,
it doesn't
Clark,
seem right
PCM
if I'm the
Monroe.
wrestler
Now
that
wrestling on mat number 4
I think I
at
like to
285.
stay warm and get back on the mat versus sit around and wrestle the next day.
Okay.
That first match, there's so many jitters. Then you got the jitters coming back the next day. I can see both sides of it. I think it depends on the kid.
Let's see here. Let's look for Jackson Anderson.
Now
He's not
wrestling
up
on
here
mat
yet
number
on mat.
215.
Over on
Ethan
3, Will
Erickson,
Webless.
Bishop Heelan Catholic.
He is up 1-0 here with 10 seconds left in the second.
Erickson, Bishop Heelan, Bailey, Iowa Falls, Alden, now wrestling on mat 2 at 215.
Over on 7, we got over-unders. Both got a body lock in. Who's going to catch the angle here? Troy Kupka. This is an overtime, too. So who's just going to grip it and rip it?
Number 8 at 215. Riker, Henderson, Macokina, Carson Greer, Williamsburg. Henderson and Macokina, Greer of Williamsburg.
Man, Macokina's busting out the old singlets from like 1999, it looks like, this round. I remember watching Eric Juergens wearing those when I was a little kid.
That is old school. We should stick with that match down on 7.
Yeah.
10 seconds left to go in overtime. Back to the center they go. Both seem like they want to go upper body. We see something big.
With 2 seconds left here, though, looks like we're going to the ride out. The second part of the. Here's the flip. Looks like Brower's going to get it here with the choice. He's going to choose down.
Now wrestling on mat number 1 at 285. Trayvon Williams, Iowa Falls, Alden. Evan Sorensen, Atlantic. Williams of Iowa Falls, Alden. Sorensen of Atlantic. Now wrestling on mat number 1 at 285.
Another roll.
Number 4.
Oh,
Another roll
found
here.
it.
He loved it.
And with near falls.
Ryan Rose, Keokuk. Williamson, Van Meter, Rose of Keokuk. Now wrestling
16
on
seconds
mat
left.
number 4 at 106.
You might as well try get the fall, man.
At 215, Kobe Pierce.
Find the head.
Catholic, Marcus Ball, Green County.
Or just sit on top of him.
Got the pin.
Yep, just sit on top of him.
Wrestling on mat number 5 at 215.
16 seed advances with a pin in overtime against Troy Kupka of Benton Community. Tied up 1-1 with that Wallert. 20 seconds to go down on mat 3. Mao? Webbles?
Yeah, Webbles. Or
Yeah.
Webless.
Webless.
Peyton Overgard, Bishop Heelan Catholic.
They are neutral position with 15 seconds to go.
Overgard, Bishop Heelan Catholic. Steger,
10 seconds. Webbles into the shot.
Number 8 at 285.
Time to see that football strength had it there, but nope. Looks like corner re-attack.
Maxwell Azaline, Assumption Davenport.
Good wrestling there.
Diego Eddy, Independence.
Going into overtime.
Azaline, Assumption Davenport. Eddie of Independence, now wrestling on mat number 7 at 285.
Down here on, still scoreless on mat 8. Just starting here. So we got some blood time here on mat 3. Both these guys are probably appreciating that, give themselves a quick breather here. Down at 106. Now we're starting in the front side of this bracket. We got Ryan Rose of Keokuk and Dylan Williamson of Van Meter. What's our first match to watch? 113 pounds?
First match to watch is 113 pounds.
Taven Howell, Makopita. Tyne Kibbers, Winterset. Howell, Makopita. Kibbers, Winterset.
Nice
Now
outside
wrestling
shot
mat
there.
number
Look at the corner
106.
right away. Van Meter gets the takedown. I'm gonna keep an eye on this mat 3 right now in overtime. I think Webbles has a stall call against him, but he's doing a really good job controlling center. You gotta circle. 25 seconds left here. You'd hate to see an overtime end on a stall call.
Yeah, it's got to circle in here. Does a good job of circling in the middle. It's like he heard me. Center mat.
Butt to the center, 10 seconds left here. Pace is being pushed right now by Mao out of Sioux Center. We're going to go to the ride out here, it looks like. Yep, we're going to the ride out. Getting the disc out. Here's the flip. Looks like Sioux Center's getting the choice. He's going to probably choose down, or he's going to defer. Webless, he's going down. Down on one, Taden Howell of Maquoketa. He's up 3-4 on Klein Kilbert's, the 4 seed winner set. I tell you what, I watched this first round match. This Howell kid out of Maquoketa, man, I think he's a freshman. He's looking solid today.
Got me couple 285 pounders left. We got some 215 pounders out here still.
Webbles gets the one in with 8 seconds left, but he's getting bulldogged out. 3 seconds left here. 2-1 in favor of Webless of Wahlert. Man, Mao is just plowing into him. Time runs out right as Webless was cutting the corner. All right, looks like it's going to be Mao's turn on bottom.
Now wrestling mat number 5.
Both these guys are gassed right now. You can tell, man. I mean, they're going all out. Their hand fighting looks like they're going to be sore in the morning.
Harmon Vinton Shellsburg, DeWitt Williamsburg. Now wrestling mat number 5.
So like down here on 6, looks like Trenton Davis of Williamsburg and Alex Hudson of Fairfield. Fairfield on his back right now. Man, it looks like a big size differential there. Big time. Look at that size difference, Tony, on mat 6.
Big dog.
He's a big old hoss. 2-2 here. End of regulation here on 3. They're looking like they're going. Now what's the third overtime?
30. Well, they go back up to their. No, they get a choice. You
first point scored?
First point scored gets a choice.
Okay, and it is Webless, so he's going to choose down. Is it sudden death?
Yes.
Okay. So now if you're Webless, you got to blow everything out here right now. Get real tired here real quick.
Up to his feet.
Off to his feet. 15. Oh, back down. He's got to keep moving. Gets the 1.
Did he give it to him? Oh.
Yep, there's the 1. Big win for Will Webless, the junior out of Wahlert Catholic. Good introduction to Wells Fargo Arena for the first year wrestler.
Dylan Williamson pushes his lead to 14-4 in the third period. Minute 30 left to go. Looking really good on his feet.
I think we still at least have one more heavyweight match coming up. I know Wallert's heavyweight they got another heavyweight coming up. Down here on 1, I mean, I tell you, Taden Howells, he's extending his lead 9-3 right now over the 4 seed. Klein Kilbert's out of Winterset with about 30 seconds left here to go in the second.
It'd be a big upset early here. Polensky gets takedown. He's going to be up 3-0 over in the 6 seed Cohen Densenbach. Riker DeWitt up 6-0. End of the first period on Jackson Perlmutter.
Down here, Coy Mallard looks like he's jumped out, got a cradle here. That's another one of those kids that, you know, once his weight started filling in a little bit, he's just become an animal.
Yes.
There's the fall. was talking to his dad at the Cascade tournament, and I asked him, I was like, "How's his weight?" He goes, "He still gets to eat breakfast before he weighs in." I'm like, "You lucky dog." He goes, but he's got to watch it at night.
Well, they all got an extra pound today too. A lot of schools were out of school or early, late start, or got out early because of the weather. We have a 2-hour late start tomorrow, so it doesn't sound like the weather's getting any better outside of Wells Fargo Arena.
Peter, West Delaware, Manchester. Holden, North Polk, now wrestling at number 2.
Taden Howell's up 9-3 on Kibbers. Minute 30 left in that match. That's a 13 seed up on a 4 seed.
Stalling on bottom too. He's just putting it on him right now on top. Down on 2 here, we got Lucas Peters. He's taking on Charlie Bowman in North Polk. That's going to be a good match, I think.
That's a sneaky good matchup.
This is where you find out, is Peters still kind of undersized, but as Bowman gets right at whistle hits right away on an outside single finish. You might have spoke too soon on that, but.
Yeah, Bowman, he's finally filled into this weight class. I mean, he was like 96 pounds, even if that is freshman year. So, looking a little bit bigger.
Howell tried getting, or Gilbert tried going gator bacon on him, got caught, gets the fall from Makokata. Is Taden Howell, the fall over the 4 seed. Great win for the freshman out of Makokata, Iowa.
Number 1 seed on mat 8, Uriah Corder from West Marshall, bumping up from 6 to 13 at districts. He's taking on Carl Shue, North Butler, Clarksville.
Number 4 at 106, Tyson DeWall, Spirit Lake Park. Mitchell Williams, Crisco,
Aiden Janneman of Waller Catholic on 7 gets the takedown on Will Clausen out of Benton Community.
Number 4, 106 pounds.
With a 3-0 lead right now. Another one of those kids I think started wrestling last year. I think Allen does a really good job of recruiting out of the weight room when it comes to their football team. They just won a state title, lost a lot of their returning guys this past year after they won the state title. So to see what he picked up there out of the cupboard there is pretty impressive. Down on 8, you got Uriah Corder.
Yep.
He was a 106-pounder, man, all season long, and at district size bump up to 13. Still don't know the reason behind that, but
well, sounds like he's been battling a little bit of a injury. Won't say exactly what, but it sounds like just the weight cut was going to be real tough for 4 days.
Okay, which is smart. I mean, if that's the case, if you're that good, Uriah has been one of those kids that you watch in the AAU scene coming up, and last year he had a really good season as well. So.
Oh, he's dangerous. He lets it fly sometimes. Sometimes it bites him in the butt, but I mean, he's a fun kid to watch. Bowman up 3-0, end of 1 on Lucas Peters. That's a 2 versus 15.
Bowman chooses down here to start the second period.
Number 2 seed from Cale McCabe from Fairfield. He's coming to the mat. He's taking on Eli Olinger from Vinton-Shellsburg.
Cale McCabe on mat 6. He's up 3-0 right now on Eli Ollinger out of Vinton-Shellsburg. 90 seconds left here in the first.
Riker DeWitt rolling up 6-0 on Jackson Parmatter. Minute 30 left to go in that match. 8-9 matchup.
Wow, big old half there on mat 6. Fairfield with the fall. Cale McCabe out of Fairfield with the fall in the first period.
Need to give a shout out to our rankers. Our Class 3A ranker went 99% for our top 8 ranked wrestlers. Made it to the state tournament. Class 2A, we were at 96%. And then Class 1A ranked wrestlers, 94.5% made it to the state tournament. So
there's the fall there on mat 3. Lane Kleppe out of North Fayette Valley. He gets the fall there over Narcisco Hildago out of Perry.
Now wrestling match
Yeah,
number
I mean, I
6,
tell you what, man,
120 pounds.
your guys' ranking team is probably one of the better ones. Very accurate, very thorough. You know, man, I just kind of wish you'd charge or just give out free rankings.
I know.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Free rankings. We did release this week's rankings for free. Charlie Bowman up 10-1, 40 seconds to go. Number 2 seed over there.
Uriah Coder is up 12-4 right now in the second period. Yeah, that jump to weight really doesn't seem like it's bothered him too much.
He did give up a takedown, I think. He did give a takedown, but as soon as he got that takedown, he got an escape and kind of like looks like he got a kick in the butt. It's kind of kicking in gear.
Janneman gets taken down, but quickly gets up 5-4 on Will Clausen on Benton Community. Oh, I can see Uncle Bill Kelly in the corner. That's been a while since I've seen him in the corner of the state tournament.
Tyson Dewall's up 3-0, 40 seconds left to go in the second period on Mitchell Williams of Crestwood. Cresco.
Anderson, Sheridan, Cale Johnson, Central DeWitt. Anderson, Sheridan.
Got our first round, our match to watch coming to mat 1. That's going to be the number 8 ranked wrestler, Colby Hansen, taking on number 10, Ryan Cassidy. Hansen, a talented freshman, started the year at 120, dropping down to 113. Cassidy, a senior, returning state qualifier. He knocked off Jackson Mellor of Benton Community to get his spot here at the state tournament. So this is one of our first matches to watch from Kinetic Edge PT. We've got a hub up on IAwrestle.com. So if you missed any of the social media posts on IAwrestle, you can check out that hub. We've got your storylines to watch, first matches to watch, which are coming to close here, obviously. But we got quarterfinal matchups already, and then we got kind of like what you missed from all these sessions up on IAwrestle.com.
Minute 20 left here in the third period here on mat 7. Close one, 5-4 with Clausen and Janneman.
Duval now up 4-0 on Mitchell Williams. Minute 30 to go in that match.
Mitchell Schmoss, Fresco Crestwood. Hoffman, Kemper Catholic. Schmoss, Crestwood.
Janneman in on another takedown, gets the takedown. 8-4 here for Waller with 45 seconds left. And he's looking for the fall. He might just get it. He gets the fall.
Assumption Davenport, Jesse Jens, Harlan Community.
Our match to watch, Cassidy just came up on top on the scramble for West Liberty. He's up 3-0 with 30 seconds to go. That's a number 10 seed taking on the 7 seed. Cale Johnson, the 4 seed's up 3-0 at the end of the first period on Lucas Anderson. Sheridan. Got any matches they want us to watch?
Not right now, no. The last one was Cale McCabe that we covered.
We're in the quarters, folks. We're going to keep you pretty locked into these quarters, but
Round of 16.
Round of 16, quarters tomorrow. So. Round of 16 matchups. Let us know what you want us to watch.
John Gonzalez, West Marshall. Braxton Haas, Atlantic. Gonzalez, West Marshall. Haas,
West Marshall's got themselves a little team too right now.
120.
Yeah, they've been in and out of the top 10 all year. Got another West Marshall match on mat 2. John Gonzalez versus Braxton Haas. Tyson Dewall is going to win by major decision, 14-1 over Mitchell Williams. So Spirit Lakes got themselves a quarterfinalist at 106 pounds.
Looking at big return there from Gonzalez, takedown there for Gonzalez, up 3-0. Mat 7.
Now wrestling mat number 3 at 126
Stratton
pounds.
Luke out of Union
Jared
LaPorte
Engel,
City.
West
He's taking on
Delaware,
Simon
Manchester.
Bettis of
Carter
Eddyville,
Schloss,
Blacksburg.
Crestwood, Cresco.
So right now,
Engel, West
still
Delaware,
scoreless
Manchester.
here at about a minute into the first
Crestwood,
period.
Cresco now wrestling mat number 3, 126. Now wrestling mat number 4 at 113. Bryce Ostening.
Back to our match to watch. We're 3-2. Cassidy on Hansen.
Now wrestling mat number 4 at 113. Now wrestling mat number 8 at 113. Quinn Ariano,
Getting some back points here. Hansen, the freshman. Looks like we got a 4 count, Worm. So we're going to be up 6-3. 45 seconds left to go in the second period in that match.
It looks like he's trying to go for that Easton tilt. It looks like he's putting pressure in that elbow. Nope, now he's going to take it to the back. Oh, nope, take that back. He's rolling through.
So we are in the round of 16 here, folks.
Number 5, 120 pounds. Braden Bonsack, Union, LaPorte City. Garrett Humphrey, Eddyville, Blacksburg, Fremont.
Ooh, big reversal here on 6. Nice little roll through there. Now up 5-1. Down on 7. Looks like Simon Bettis, Eddyville, Blacksburg. He's up 6-0 right now on Stratton Luke. Started the second period. Bettis chooses bottom. Started the second period. Catches a leg here on a little bit of a sit out. He's pulled the leg in. Looks like he's got to cut the corner. Got to keep running his feet here. There's a reversal there on mat 7. Now scores 8-0 in favor of Bettis of Eddyville, Blacksburg.
For volunteering their time to be the tournament musicians for the state wrestling meet this weekend.
Down on 4, we got Bryce Ostenstank out of the Sioux Center. He's taking on Hunter Campion out of Anamosa.
To them for their presence during each and every match of the tournament.
Looks like he got a little cradle locked up there. But it looks like Campion's holding on to that leg. They're going to try to squirm it out of bounds here a little bit, try to get it out of bounds, and they do get a fresh start there.
Hansen up 8-3. Minute 30 left to go in that bout.
Looks like Sioux Center here on mat 4 chooses bottom. Campion on top. Finds a bar here.
More than 30 athletic trainers from Iowa State volunteer their time.
Boshak coming up here. LaPorte City Union, he's up 6-0 on Garrett Pumphrey. Pumphrey's had a great season so far, but I've seen this. I mean, Braden Boshak, obviously the 1 seed. He's tougher than nails. That's down there on mat 5.
Simon Bettis pushing for a tech fall, up 12-0 on Stratton Luke. 10 seconds left to go to the second period.
Looks like we got a fair amount of LaPorte City Union crowd in the chats tonight. Campion doing a tough job on the ride here, but not really getting much out of a turn here on mat 4. Trying to still run that bar. At least try getting his hand in his back. But he is going to try to go ride or try to turn on it. Might be able here, might get a quick little oomph here.
And our first match to watch, Hansen is going to advance. 8-3, I believe.
Looks like down on 2, we got John Gonzalez. He's still up 10-3 here in the second period. Then on 1, we got returning state champion Gage Spurgeon out of Eddyville, Blacksburg. He's taking on Hudson Walton of Anamosa.
126 pounds. Gage Spurgeon, Eddyville, Blacksburg, Fremont. Hudson Welton, Anamosa.
Freaking hilarious this summer. I heard Spurgeon had no intention to wrestle Fargo. They pull him in like a week later. Freaking All-Americans.
Wow. Davenport Assumption in first place with 26 points. Independence in second with 21, I think I saw up there quick.
Man, now that the 1A is up there too, Bosco's out with a 14-point lead right now over Alburnett. Alburnett kind of had a rough go of it here this first day session. So hopefully Coach Rush talk to his boys and see what they have tomorrow. Looks like down here, there's the tech fall on 7 for Simon Best of Eddiesville. About 30 seconds left here in the third. He's going to take that win over Stratton Luke out of Union Port City.
Harlan gets a win over Assumption. That's Jesse Jens. All right, they're still wrestling. Sorry. 10-2. Jens is up.
Now wrestling
Nope,
back number 6
it's done now.
126 pounds. Caden Jones, Union in LaPorte City. Caliber 5, PCM Monroe. Jones,
All right,
Union, LaPorte
looking for
City,
Caleb
5,
Huffman
PCM
here.
Monroe.
Got a lot of people
Now
asking for that
wrestling
Caleb
back number
Huffman
6,
match. Hasn't been
126.
reported yet to the mat yet, so once we get on that, we'll let you know, okay?
Now wrestling mat number 7.
Another matchup to watch here is number 7, Gavin Winters of Greene County. He's taking on number 9, Colt Boyles. Winters, a senior, returning state qualifier. A bit undersized last year, but has now really grown into this weight class and put on a strong season. Boyles, state qualifier at 106, so he's up to 120 now. These guys are both just in the hunt for their first podium finish, so this is going to be a one to watch here at 120 pounds.
Campion decided to go on top. He's pretty confident he can turn him here. Down here on mat 4.
Now wrestling match number 5.
You almost caught it there.
Emmett Nelson, Davis County. Jack Decker, West
Over
Marshall.
on 1, Gage Spurgeon up 6-1 right
Davis
now.
County. Decker, West Marshall, now wrestling mat number 5 at 126.
Takedown there on mat 5 for Emmett Newton out of Davis County.
Winters, Boyles all tied up, 0-0. 25 seconds left to go. Winter does it. It's a go behind off of Boyle's shot, so now he's going to be up 3-0 with 20 seconds left to go in the first period.
Matt Giovanna, Centerville. Enyard Ballard, Giovanna, Centerville, now wrestling mat number 2 at 120.
Spurgeon with the cradle here over on mat 1.
Now wrestling mat number 8 at 120. Chase Franklin, Okoboji, HMS, Judah Gurwell, winner set. Franklin, Okoboji, HMS, Gurwell, winner set. Now wrestling mat number 8 at 120.
Late in the third period, 1 minute to go. Carter Schmosh, Crestwood Cresco, 4 seed up 7-0 on Jarrett Engel, West Delaware.
So over on 4, it looks like Campion ends up losing 4-0 to Ostensing Sioux Center. Meanwhile, Spurgeon still has that cradle locked up. Looks for near fall. Could be going for the tech pin, but might have it tight enough that he's gonna get the pin here. Should have it, I mean, from where I'm looking. Time runs out, and there's a tech fall for Gage Spurgeon.
Gabrielle Snare, Assumption Davenport.
Easton Enyart, 3 seed from Ballard. He's up 3-0 on Gino Bana from Centerville.
Now wrestling mat number 4 at 120.
Caden Jones from Union. He's up 4-0 on Caliber Fry, PCM Monroe. 1:30 left in the second period. Winters Boyles in our match to watch is all tied up 3-3, 35 seconds left to go in the second period.
Gavin Knutson Decora, Adrian Petzenpong, Clarion Goldfield Downs. Knutson Decora, Petzenpong, Clarion Goldfield Downs. Now wrestling mat number 1 at 126.
Inyard got a 4 count, so now he's going to be up 7-0 in Gino Bana.
Down here on 7. Saw a 4-set near fall there for Boyles out of Burlington, Notre Dame.
Now wrestling mat number 3 at 126 pounds. Jace Curry, Sergeant
That was late in that second period, too.
Wilson, Algona. Curry, Sergeant Bluff,
7-3 to start the third period for that matchup.
Number 3 at 126.
Takedown here on mat 3 for Sergeant Bluff Luton. Jace Curry.
Adrian Petzenpong, he's up 3-1. They're early, minute left to go in the first period. He's taking on Gavin Knutson from Decorah.
I remember last year I'm so nervous how to pronounce Petzenpom's last name. I was like, please God, make me say this right.
Yeah, well, there's 2 of them on the mat now. Lyndon Petzenpong, the 2 seed.
Adrian, okay.
So Adrian Petzenpong is on mat 1. He's up 3-1, and Lyndon's up 5-0. 15 seconds left to go in the first period of that matchup for Lyndon. Easton Enyart going to start his tournament 15-0 Tech Fall, second period. So 126 pounders out on the mat right now. Don't forget, if you got a round of 16 matchup you want us to call, drop it in the comments. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube. We're almost at 20K worm.
That's big numbers, man.
Well, we just started doing YouTube like this last year. We had it for a while. Now we're bringing it back a little bit to bring some more free content to folks. So if you like free content, hit that subscribe button.
I'm waiting for the solo Tony Hager breakdowns of things.
Yeah, I just don't like to hear myself talk for a good 2 minutes.
Let alone 18.
18. Boyle's looking to put this one away.
There's the
Gets
fall.
the fall. Tight matchup, then Boyles just breaks it open.
It's like down on 6 here. Caden Jones. He's looking for a fall here too. But might just have to settle for the tack. And he does settle for the tack. 20-2 over Caliber Fry of PCM.
Our next matchup to watch, it's underway. It's in the second period. 2 minutes to go, and that's just getting started here in the second period. 4-1 now with a quick escape by Jace Curry of SPL, taking on Isaac Wilson. Wilson, a 4-time state qualifier, has not been on the podium. Curry placed 7th at 113 last year. But he's been battling injury. Just returned to the mat here a couple weeks ago, so there'll be early tests to see if Curry has what it takes to get back on the podium.
Over on 7, we got Jace Heidman of LaPorte City. He's taking on Dolan Thyssen of Central DeWitt. Heidman last year, losing the state finals, going for his 3rd state championship. So I think obviously goal's probably to right that wrong here this week. Down here on 6, we got CJ Davis, Burlington Notre Dame. He's in on a quick takedown here right away. Been watching this kid kind of wrestle all season long, and this kid's just an absolute hammer.
Now wrestling mat number 1 at 132 pounds. Carter Seithamel, NHTV.
Looks like Heidman's trying to get a
Oklahoma
fall here real quick.
Saifamo,
But there he gets it.
NHTV, Hanson,
For the
Oklahoma,
Knights of LaPorte
HMS,
City, there's the
wrestling
fall.
at number 1 at 132.
Top 4 here in the early round of 16. Crestwood Cresco with 18. Independence with 21 in third place. In second place, we're going to have Eddyville, Blacksburg, Fremont with 25, and Davenport Assumption with 26.
Tyler Search, Humboldt. Charlie Showalter, Hampton, Dumont, Cal. Search, Humboldt, Showalter.
Down on
Hampton,
7
Dumont,
here, we
Cal.
got Landon
Now
Davis,
wrestling
the
at
1
number
seed out of
5 at
Eddyville.
132.
He's taking on Charlie Karma
Now
out of
wrestling
Solon.
on mat number 7 at 138 pounds. Landon
Davis in on the takedown right away.
Blacksburg, Fremont. Charlie Karam, Solon. Davis, Eddyville, Blacksburg, Fremont. Karam, Solon. Now wrestling mat number 7 at 138.
Davis, big mat return there with takedown. He is up 6-1 right now.
Lyndon Pexenpong up 6-3. He's on the bottom. Minute to go. Schneer's looking to get double boots in, try to get a tilt here late in the third period.
Davis got a straight jacket on going on over there on 7.
Schneer's close to getting back points here. Had Pexenpong on his right hip for a little bit, but did a good job of getting to a good base. Schneer getting a little bit high, but really trying to get that turn. So got a stalemate by Jesse McCready. Shout out to Jesse hooking us up with his company, Kinetic Edge PT. Central Iowa official.
Over here on 7. I thought it was a fall, but must not have been. But now he's getting another set of near falls. There's 4. Give me 14-1.
Gurwell, the number 10 seed's up 7-1. 30 seconds left to go in the match over Chase Franklin, the 7th seed. Looks like EBF's gonna pushing for a tech fall here in the first period of 14-2. Worm
Looking to finish that takedown here.
Jace Curry in our match to watch. He's up 4-2. 20 seconds to go. Down on mat 3 at 126 pounds. They're in the neutral position, so see if Wilson from Algona can push the pace. 20 to go.
Davis looking for
Goes big.
Now wrestling mat number 7 at 134
Wilson goes big, but Curry catches
Chase
him.
Jaspers,
Looking
Mount
for the
Vernon,
fall here.
Colton Schaefer, Oskaloosa. Jaspers, Mount Vernon, Schaefer, Oskaloosa. Now wrestling mat number 7.
Down on 7. We got Jace Jasper of Mount Vernon, the 1 seed. He's taking on Colton Schaefer of Oskaloosa.
Mason Avila, Decorah.
Been watching
CJ
Jace
McGregor,
Jasper the
Algona.
last 2 years, man.
Avila,
He is.
Decorah.
He's
McGregor,
something.
Algona, now wrestling mat number 4 at 132.
Union Laporte takes over the number 1 spot with those that Mellert and
Bone Shack,
Bone Shack and
Heidman.
Heidemann. 3 wins there in the lower weights for them, puts them in first. Carter Catchmull's up 10-5 on Tice Hansen. Minute 30 to go. 10-8 now.
Fayette Valley, Steel Dirks, Assumption Davenport, Rogers, North
Still
Fayette
Dirks,
Valley.
another awesome
Dirks,
wrestling name.
Assumption Davenport, now wrestling mat number 3 at 132.
That's one of our matches to watch as
Now
well.
wrestling on mat number 8 at 132 pounds.
Dirks, 2-time state
Jake
place
Parker,
winner.
Oskaloosa. Remy
Rogers,
Russell,
that freshman.
Independence. Parker, Oskaloosa. Wrestler Independence, now wrestling mat number 8.
See how he performs on the big stage here. 38-6 this year for Rogers. Number 1 seed, Jace Jasper from Mount Vernon, goes out to a 3-1 lead early on Colton Schaefer. down on mat 7. Jasper's in the hunt for that Mr. Wrestler of the Year in Class 2A.
Dirk's in on a single leg. He was trying to headhunt here. No score yet. Back both on their feet. Over on 1. We got Carter Cashmall.
Cashmall. That's what.
And Tice Hansen. Tied 11-11 here. There's reversal and near fall, but they go out of bounds. I don't know why. Maybe am I seeing things that, or does it feel like the out of bounds line or like the off the mat on those edge mats are just pretty far?
Yes.
Or we're like real close.
Yes, I know. I knew we were trying to get at.
Yeah, I feel like if you're on the middle four here, you have a lot more of an advantage than a guy who's on the corner mats.
Yep.
Now wrestling mat number 2 at 138.
CJ Davis, number 2 seed, he's pushing his lead 14-2 over Weiland of Independence.
Jasper up 13-2 right now over Oskaloosa after the first period. Over on 2 here, it looks like. Let's see, Caden Wild gives the first takedown here on Jaden Bucknell out of New Hampton.
Assumption with 2 wrestlers on the mat right now. Caden Parker up 6-2 on Remy Riesler. I just like, let's just go Wrestler.
It is Wrestler.
It's Wrestler.
Yeah. I had some teammates back home whose last name was Wrestler, and that's how you pronounce it. Made for really great state wrestling t-shirts.
Yes.
So Jasper, the tech fall there, minute 30 in the second period. Now coming up, we got Anamosa, West Delaware.
Now wrestling
So
mat number
Andrew
7
Tajan, he's going to take the 20 seed. Had a real nice first round match. He's taking on Jax Miller of West Delaware. Jax Miller's probably one of West Delaware's more solid guys in their lineup.
Now wrestling mat number 7 at 144.
CJ Davis now has got Weiland on his back.
There's the fall. Or no,
I think he got
ran out of
tech
time.
pen. Tech. No, just tech.
Just tech. Just a tech. Miller outside single, looking to shelf it. Tajan doing a really good job of fighting off the wizard there. Over on 2, looks like Caden Wild's up 6-3 at the end of the first. Mason Avila from Decorah, the 3 seed. He's up 3-2 right now. Hey Paul, this is just an audio feed. There's no actual video here. Flow Wrestling has the rights to the actual film. We just are doing audio, so I'm sorry about that, but
Lincoln Central, Dax Kudum.
Landon, you can see results on trackwrestling.com. Just go on there, probably in the main menu, you'll see the Iowa State tournament. There you can click your brackets. Big win on mat 5. Looks like Tyler Kirks over Charlie Showalter, 10-3. That's a big win for him. He's pretty fired up right now. It's 9-2 right now for Jax Miller from West Delaware.
Now wrestling on mat number 5 at 138 pounds. Jacob Harrison Ballard, Will Larson Decorah. Harrison Ballard, Larson Decorah. Now wrestling mat number 5 at 138.
So here we go here. Let's go over, check out a mat 5 right now. Starting that match, we got Jacob Harrison out of Ballard. He's taking on Will Larson of Decorah. For Mason Avila, you know, kid had a really good upset 2 years ago in the state tournament by beating a West Burlington kid who was pretty tough. As Avila finds himself on top here with a kind of a little bit of a whip over, he's going to look for the fall here. He gets the fall here with 40 seconds left here in the third. Looks like Decorah has assistant coach Casey, or the head women's coach in the corner as well. So that's number 4 on the women's women that are in the corners of the state tournament this year. Love to see that. Great growth in the sport of wrestling. Jax Miller up 14-2 right now. A minute and a half left here in the second period.
Now wrestling mat number 4 at 138 pounds. Logan McDonald, Grinnell. Jackson Miller, North Butler, Clarksville. McDonald, Grinnell. Miller, North Butler, Clarksville.
Over on 1.
Number 4 at 138.
We got Tanner Wilson taking on Jackson Lundgren out of North Fayette Valley. Valley gets the first takedown there. We got Dax Codeham out of Sergeant Bluff Lutheran. I'm probably assuming the little brother of Ty Codeham from last year. Sergeant Bluff team.
All right.
A little technical difficulty there. We got that taken out care of. On mat 6, we got a headlock here. Might be getting squawked out, but nope, not in time for that fall there.
I've got an old one.
Oh. If I would have known that, would have brought my headphone chargers for you there, boss.
Benton Community, Connor Pickerel, Albia. Kupka, Benton Community, Pickerel, Albia. Now wrestling mat number 7 at 144.
Man, a pickerel from Albia. Haven't heard that combination in a while.
Ben Walsh, Sergeant Bluff,
Taking on
Luton.
Elijah Kupka,
Jordan
Benton
Schmidt,
Community.
Walsh, Sergeant Bluff, Luton. Schmidt, Solon, now wrestling mat number 6 at 144.
That's a great Lars question right there. I was trying to figure out the relationship of pickerel for the Albia squad.
Tice Clarkin, Humboldt, Kusar Perry, Clarkin, Humboldt, now wrestling mat number 8 at 138.
Over here on 2, Cade Wild gonna finish this one out. He's up 15-4 right now over Jaden Bucknell of New Hampton Turkey Valley.
Tice Clarkin up 7-0 on Ben Kusar Perry. A little blood time down there.
Kupka down on mat 7 right now. He's up 3-0 at 144 pounds.
At 138 pounds. Kyle Bingy, Winterset. Caden Dietzenbach, Burlington, Notre Dame. Bingy,
we just had a spladle on mat 2.
Burlington, Notre Dame, now wrestling mat number 2 at 138.
We got Lars Underbaki. He's on spladle watch right now.
Shout out to old Lars Underbaki doing the 3A and 1A with you. See if he comes back tomorrow morning. If it's going to be me on the mic. Worm is holding down the fort all week long.
I appreciate you guys stepping in and helping me out here. Able to talk some good wrestling, keep people entertained. Otherwise, it's just me sitting here talking to myself.
Yeah, why don't you give a shout out to your podcast for those that are out in the Dubuque area?
Well, if you guys do want to get a listen, I have a podcast called the Weighing In with Worm podcast. Just go on to Apple or Spotify, search in Weighing In with Worm. Can't really miss the logo. Covering Dubuque area wrestling over the last 2 years. I've had some really good interviews the past 2 years. You know, some of the greats that come out of Dubuque County. Guys like Cliff Moore, Boone McDermott, Braden Burt, Aaron Costello, just to name some of these younger guys. So working on kind of who I'm going to be interviewing here coming in August. Hopefully I can try getting a few big names. There's a former four-timer, Makoka, I would love to sit and chat with. If he is out there listening, I don't think he is, but hey, if he's listening right now, you know you are.
Logan McDonald gets a tech fall for Grinnell, the 3 seed over Jackson Miller, North Butler, Clarksville. We got Jackson Lundgren's up 5-3 to start the third period on Tanner Wilson of Independence. Got a little bit of time here. Why don't you guys give me, actually we don't have time, we're just nonstop. For those of you who are just kind of tuning into the stream, we are just an audio stream. All mats are live on Flow Wrestling. Semifinals and finals will be on Iowa High School Sports Network. Finals will be free, but semifinals, I believe you do have to have the Iowa High School Sports Network pay-per-view type deal for that. But we appreciate the Iowa High School Sports Network letting us come up here and do audio play-by-play for those of you that don't want to pay for the online stream. Some of you I know are listening with some broadcasts behind the scenes while you're watching the stream. I don't think they've got play-by-play on every mat, which is unfortunate, but I get it. It's really hard to do 8 mats. Why don't you drop a comment, too, where you guys are watching from or listening from. We've had Alaska on here. We had somebody in Cancun. Always like to see what team you guys are cheering for, who you're listening for. Mat 5. Harrison just got a win 8-5 over Will Larson. So the 9 seed over the 6 seed will advance.
I thought I hit mute there. We're back, though.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Dietzenbach of Burlington, he's up 6-1. 1 minute left to go in the second period over Niall Benji, winner set. Schmidt and Walsh got a barn burner, 6-5 with 20 seconds left to go.
Let's cover that one a little bit. Here we got a minute left here in the second. That's tied one up here. Looking for a Grinnell match. Just got a request for it. I'm not seeing anyone out there quite yet for you. Down on 1, Tanner Wilson up on Jackson Lundgren in North Fayette Valley. He's going to win that 9-7. Hey, man, AJ, Makoka, tell you what, man, Taden Howell, he's looked friggin' awesome so far. First 2 matches, won both matches by fall. If you could help me out here, is he a freshman? I'm pretty sure he's a freshman, but I want to make sure on that because I've been impressed so far for him. Over on 5 here, we got Tate German. He's up 7-0 in the first period.
Aiden Smith, Atlantic. Casson Tyler, Decorah. Smith, Atlantic. Tyler, Decorah, now wrestling mat number 1 at 144.
Tate German, 1:15 left in the first period. He went out to an early lead, 7-0 over the 3 seed, Reagan Hashi, Central Lion. Walsh and Schmidt are all tied up.
All right, yeah. So, yeah, that Taden Howell is a freshman from Makoka, so curious to see how he shows up tomorrow. All right, over here on 1, locked hands. Locked hands here on Benji from Winterset on Ditzenbach. All right. No, not
Aiden Smith locked his hands.
Yeah, sorry, Aiden Smith, Cass and Tyler. Can you guys tell I've been talking for 12 hours, man? Come on now.
Well, it's easy to get these mats changed, mixed up. We're in the middle of the arena, but we've got the big jumbotron in the middle. So trying to cover 8 mats isn't easy.
So we run 8 mats tomorrow, 6 on Friday, 6 on Saturday, 3 on Saturday night.
Dog bone.
Dog bone. I'm loving the dog bone
It's
format.
got to be the dog bone. It's always been the dog bone.
I'm surprised we haven't been doing dog bone longer, but hey, evolution, baby. There on 2, it looks like Ditzenbach gonna win this one 8-1. We got a crowd pleaser right there on 8. Looks like Tice Clarkin out of Humble. He gets the fall. Shout out Humble Wrestling, big fans of the X Grain Sportswear apparel.
Shane Hanford, West Marshall. Brody McKinley, Harlan Community. Hanford, West Marshall.
We got a few X Grain coats left for sale down at the sale at Buzzard Billy's. If you're coming tomorrow or Friday or Saturday, well, we won't be there Saturday. We'll be at single speed on Saturday, 2 to 5. Hopefully Dan Gable shows up. We got our 100-year beer can.
100-year beer can, huh?
100 years. We're celebrating 100 years. Kurt Crittenden, the old critters on the can.
Black and gold?
It is red and blue.
Okay.
Davenport Assumption, Wheeland, Independence, now wrestling mat number 8 at 144.
So Kaysen Tyler now is up 5-3 to start the second period.
Milford, Iowa Falls, Alden, Hudson, Scranton, Anamosa. Milford,
You got an escape and takedown late in the first period there. So Kaysen Tyler in the 12 seed's up on 5 seed Aiden Smith. Aiden Smith goes down first. He's up to his feet. Tyler takes him back down.
Over here on 6, looks like Hudson Scranton is going to take on Keaton Milford of Iowa Falls. Scranton the junior out of Anamosa, had a good tournament last year, taking 5th. Takedown there right away for Scranton.
Number 2 at 150 pounds. Aiden Hippen, Clear Lake.
Over on
Jax
8,
Jensen,
we got
Henderson.
2 seed Tyler
Hippen,
Whelan.
Clear Lake.
Independence, he's taking on Chase Krantz of Assumption.
Smith gets an escape. Minute 30 left to go here in the second period. Tyler in on a shot. Outside single leg, trying to get his hips underneath.
Dude,
come out the back door, and he's going to get Smith doing a good job of.
Over here on 5, Hashy started to mount a little comeback on German. We gotta start watching that match. I've seen him give up German give up 2 takedowns here in the last probably minute. So, kind of wondering here, momentum's going towards Hashy right now.
Smith on an outside single leg, trying to cut the corner. Tyler does a good job of fighting it off. Going to go off the edge. He's got his toe in. Going to give him the 3. So Aiden Smith now is going to be up.
Now wrestling match number
7-5 with 50 seconds to go in the second period. That's the 5 seed versus the 12 seed.
West Liberty. Moreno, Algona, Collins, West Liberty. Now wrestling match number 7.
Hey, Peyton Miller, thanks for the shout out, dog. We appreciate you for doing that, man. Says he loves playing our play-by-play in the background while having all the live streams on Flow going. Says thank you for all we do. We appreciate you, man.
Let's go.
Over here on mat 3, get another takedown here for Shane Hanford out of West Marshall, 11-2 right now. He's kind of pounding it on.
Having an incredible year, 14-2.
I believe AJ, I think Riker Henderson also won his match as well. First round, so I'll be popping up here on the backside here too.
Glenwood, Weber, West Delaware, Manchester.
We're at 144 pounds. Got 50 pounders, 57 pounders on the mat now, so we've got 3 weight classes rolling right now.
Oh, we got this.
Now wrestling mat number 3 at 150 pounds. Aiden McRoberts, Sergeant Bluff Luton.
Over
Brady
on
Patterson,
7
Benton Community.
right now. We got Briggs Collins out of West Liberty. He's taking on Ashton Marino out of Algona.
Mat number 3 at 150.
Marino in on a shot right away.
match to watch down there on mat 4, coming to a close. Looks like Colin Sesker, the 11 seed, is going to take out Barrett Morgan from Algona, the 6 seed, 4-0. He's got 8th place the last 2 years. Sesker, a freshman, 33-8 or 32-8 on the season. Morgan won in December, and Sesker revenged that in January. So this rubber match is pretty big. Talking about that, the team race too with Algona and CGD, vying for that trophy. Aiden Hippen, he's up 12-3 on Jax Jensen from Winterset. These are all our round of 16 matches on the mats right now.
Cameron Bremer, Independence. Mikey Ryan, Mount Vernon. Bremer, Independence. Ryan, Mount Vernon. Now wrestling mat number 4 at 150.
Aiden Smith up 10-6 with 48 to go. Davenport Assumption then goes back into the lead with 37. Eddyville Blacksburg 34.5. We're going to just see a tight team race here in Class 2A.
Oh, it's going to be a dogfight, especially tomorrow. Down here, back on 5, man. Now Hashi is up 12-0 on Tate German.
10-10 or 12-10.
Yeah, now there's blood time too. I mean, you want to talk about at first couple, first period and a half it was German. Then Hashi came back. So we got ourselves a fist fight going on here on 5. It's blood time though, both these guys are catching a fresh breath here, so hopefully they can catch up here. Now we're down on 4. Man, you got what's in the water in Mount Vernon and Lisbon? I mean, I found out there's another Happle today. There's 2 more. There's 1 more coming up. Down, Mikey Ryan. I mean, there's 97 Ryans down there. I mean, gosh.
Water's fertile in Lisbon.
I was gonna say, man. They must not have a Dollar General or something, and people are bored out there.
Tate Slagle, Algona, 4 seeds up 3-0 early there in the first period on Brady Grier, Williamsburg, 13 seed. Aiden Smith now is really taking control of his match. Real dicey there. He was down going into the second period, but he's going to finish with a major decision, 16-6 for Atlantic over the 12 seed, Case and Tyler.
Liam Weber for West Delaware, he's up 7-0 here in the set. Looking for some tilt action here. Getting another near fall here on a 2 count. He's going to jump up 9-0 here on Phobel out of Glenwood.
Now wrestling mat number 1 at 150 pounds. Lane Gudenkopf, West Delaware, Manchester. Niall Sin, Williamsburg. Gudenkopf, West Delaware, Manchester.
All right, so
Sin, Williamsburg.
Ashley's up 13-0, or 13-10 here with 48 seconds left. German's looking for angles here. Hopefully, maybe he can squeak something off here. But Hash is doing a really good job of blocking him off.
Looks like we got one of
German in on the legs. 30 seconds, but they're going out of bounds. It looks like Hashi, though, he gets the go behind here. He's going to pull away from this 16-10. Man, what a banger match there. These 2 guys came scrapping.
One of our matches to watch, 157 is down on mat 8. That is Brett Denhart, 8C, taking on number 11, Caleb Seba from Clarion Goldfield Dows. 2 former state place winners. Seba 8th last year at 65. Denhart state place winner in 2023. Lost in the blood round last year. Battled through injuries. Denhart up 4-0 with a minute left to go in the second period in that matchup. Tate Slagle's going to take a 3-1 lead over Brady Grier, Williamsburg, going in the second period.
You want to talk about small town community hag? I just got a picture sent to me. Bellevue had one state qualifier. Kid dyed his hair blonde.
Boom.
The entire fan section showed up. Blonde hair. Like all the high school kids that came down dyed their hair blonde. You want to talk about small town wrestling right there? Iowa wrestling in a nutshell. There you go. I get you fired up.
Blonde hair is the thing.
It is this year. Like we haven't seen a lot of dye jobs in a while, but it seems like this year it's bringing it back.
Is that them down on mat 6?
No, they're won it.
There's a team down here with about 20 blondies down there.
Let's see.
Mat 6.
Mat 6.
First and second row.
Okay. No, it's not them. And ironically, I swear, they'll all listen to my podcast this week because I said, now's not the week to be dyeing your hair, changing your shoes up, pulling out the 80s singlet out of the janitor's closet. Like, just stick to what you know. They must have said, saw that one. Nah, hold our. Nah, I'm not gonna say hold our beers.
Oh, you just did.
I just did. Minute 45. Down here on mat 4, got Mike and Wheeler. He's taking on Cass Miller out of Fairfield. So then on 2, we got Tate Slagle. He's taking on Brady Grier of Williamsburg. Slagle up 10-1 right now. Then 5, we got Cale Cook and Gavin Gerbach.
Denhart just rolling away here. Minute 15 left to go, up 10-1 on Seba.
Man, he's putting it on him right now. Them boys in Greene County are tough. I don't think there's a whole lot to do in Jefferson either. Wrestle and
They got Siebel Wrestling Academy there.
I mean, yeah,
And they got A&W.
They got A&W.
They got an A&W.
I know they got a Subway.
They got an A&W, and they got a casino.
Oh, okay.
No big deal.
No big deal. Okay, I take that.
There are some things to do in Jefferson.
Wow, down here, Slagle. Looking for running. Oh, wow, that was nasty. He was going hard guillotine when almost took the arm almost like 2 o'clock. See who's on 5 here. Got Casey Miller. On 5 we got Cale Cook and Gavin Gerbach. Gerbach on top right now. On 7, looks like Briggs Collins pulls off the 12-5 upset against Ashton Marino. Big win there for West Liberty, Briggs Collins. He's pretty fired up right now.
Top 4 teams. Union has got 27. Independence in 3rd with 29. Eddyville, Blacksburg, Fremont with 34.5. And Davenport Assumption with 37.
157 pounds. Will Goodlove, Mount Vernon. Taylor Mailer, Hampton Dumont Cal. Goodlove, Mount Vernon, Mailer.
So
Hampton Dumont Cal, now wrestling.
So Cale Cook got a half in on Gerbach, pretty tight.
Now wrestling on mat 7 at 157.
He's looking to readjust.
Lucas Crawl, Garter,
There's the fall.
Hayden Schaefer, Eagle Grove.
On mat 5.
Crawl, Garter, Hayfield, Ventura. Schaefer, Eagle Grove. Now
Number 1 ranked wrestler coming to mat 8 for SBL. Bo Codum versus Cooper Hurd, Mount Vernon.
65 pounds. Bo Codum. Sergeant Bruff Luton.
Really nice shot there on mat 4 by Casey Miller of Fairfield. Just a pop elbow high crotch. It looked really nice. Mat 6.
Number 5 at 157. Owen Clokey, Carroll.
Actually, Joe,
Tucker Wheeler, PCM Monroe.
we just had a Glenwood wrestler. He just lost to West Delaware, 11-2, I believe the score was. He's just walking off the mat here, out on 6. So on 8 here, already, Bo Kodum has jumped out on a 6-2 lead here in the first 30 seconds. Got a tilt going on here on 3 with Taylor Mahler, the 2 seed out of Hampton. Gets a set of 4 here on Will Goodlove out of Mount Vernon. Well, I mean, with a name like Goodlove, I mean, no wonder things are going on there in Mount Vernon. Let's see here, down on 1. Wayne Gudenkoff and Niall Sin. Sin up 12-3 on Gudenkoff.
Now wrestling match number 8 at 165 pounds.
Number 1 seed Lucas Kral up 3-1 early, up on Hayden Schaefer of Eagle Grove.
Down here on mat 8, we got Adam Byer out of Red Oak taking on Blake Johnson, Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont. Red Oak Tigers coached by one of the best dressed wrestling coaches in the state, Tegan Podliska.
Got the tiger pants on day 1.
And the boots.
And a fresh haircut.
Oh,
yeah. He's ready to go.
Dude, his haircuts are fresh, man. Former roommate of mine.
You should do Ragbri.
Dude, I don't have the...
He's Ragbri guy.
Oh, he's big Ragbri guy.
We're coming through no, not Dubuque. We thought it was going to go through Dubuque.
It's got to be getting due at some point here.
Gosh, I can't remember the end town. We're up north.
There was one year that you guys were in Postville. I was driving home from North Dakota from work, and a couple of my buddies were up there, and it was like 8:30 at night, and I was just ready to get home, but like I had about a 5-minute exchange in my head of I should stop in Postville real quick.
Mm-hmm.
See what kind of ruckus can happen in Postville, Iowa during Ragbri.
We are going to Guttenberg.
Oh, Guttenberg. Just up the road.
Yeah.
A lot of hills, man.
I'm not looking forward to that day.
Actually, if you're coming in the way I think you guys will be coming in, that last stretch is going to be straight downhill, but that thing is a freaking
up and down.
No, not even up and
just
down. Just down, and you're going to be riding your brakes about halfway down it. Lucas Kral, where are we at here?
7-1.
7-1 right now. Had an Aiden Schaefer of Eagle Grove. Looks like over here on 3.
Now wrestling on that number 1 at 157 pounds.
Will Goodlove goes ahead and gets himself a set of swipes. Now all of a sudden he's down 11-8.
Boyles, Burlington, Notre Dame. Wheelie, West Liberty. Now wrestling that number 1.
He's got wing in real hard.
Minute left to go in the second period of that match.
Over on 8, Adam Byer, the 7 seed. He's up 3-1 right now on Blake Johnson. Started second period. Let's see. Down on 2. Got Blake Wilson of Burlington, Notre Dame. He's up 3-0 on Rafe Back out of Clear Lake.
Taylor Mahler, the 2 seeds, up 11-8 on Will Goodlove in the second period.
Like I said, Goodlove caught that really nice tilt, got a set of 4. I mean, he might be pretty tough on top here, and in the second period. So I wonder if it's his choice. You might even, if you're feeling confident right now and you're getting turns, you might as well try going back on top here and just going all in. I mean, he's doing work right. He's doing solid work right now on top. to a point where Mahler's kind of just bellying down. He's trying everything.
Gosh, I'm loving this team race. Davenport Assumption is now in number 1. Union goes from 1 to 5. Just like that. A real tight team race.
Oh, I can't wait for tomorrow. Here we go, back on 6. We got Fuller. We got Fuller out of Manch. He's taking on Riker Dengler of West Liberty. These guys have seen each other probably 20 times in that RVC schedule. So right now, 3-2 on mat 8. Beyer still holding on here. About 13 seconds left here in the second period. It looks like Dengler went for a body lock, but Fuller doing a really good job bouncing back up on his feet.
Number 1 seed at 175 pounds here in Class 2A. Xavion Ellington is Sergeant Bluff Luton as he's on the mat. Up 6-1 already with a minute to go in the first period on Austin Bogue of Nevada.
He loves that cradle action. I saw him. He was throwing that last year out all day. He's going right back to work on it. Now, he should just bump that outside leg. Oh, nope, never mind. He's doing something better.
Stacked it.
Yep.
Dengler gets a takedown on Fuller, 3-0, 20 seconds left to go in the first period.
There he goes with it. I was just going to say, he needs to place that knee just behind his knee, just behind theirs, and stack him up, but did that, and now he's trying to find more back points here. He could just jump up on the head here real quick and catch an arm, but let's see here. Choice here for Beyer. They're going back on their feet here. 3-2 match, 165 pounds. Whoop, big old roll through for Ballard.
Tucker Vitzium, number 2 seed.
Just ran out of time there. He probably had about 10 more seconds. He probably would have got the fall there.
New head coach there at Ballard, Dylan Combs.
Number 7 at 165 pounds, Ethan Pryor, Williamsburg. William Polhart, Decorah. Pryor, Williamsburg. Polhart, Decorah. Now wrestling mat number 7 at 165.
Taylor Mahler putting up 17 points here in the third period. 20 seconds to go on Will Goodlove. He's got 11. High scoring match down there on mat 3.
Another blood time. You can tell Coach Light is not happy right now. They had momentum going their way, and they called blood time. Looks like over here, Ellington, Sergeant Bluff, still looking for that pin. He's got plenty of time here. If not for nothing, he's going to get a set of 4, that fresh lock.
Great Lee Fullhart, his son's up. William Fullhart, he's on mat 7. He's up 3-1 on Ethan Pryor.
Wow, Eddyville, they went for the throw, got it, went out of bounds.
Didn't get the points.
He connected. Beyer's doing everything he can to hold on to this 3-2 lead here with 50 seconds left, but Johnson is coming on strong here.
Looks like Ellington didn't end up getting that pin, so number 1 seed advances. Got a winner on 3, Taylor Mahler.
Got a winner on 6, it looks like.
Now wrestling mat number 2.
Dengler beats Fuller 9-0.
Drew Weeder, East Marshall.
He's pretty fired up there. 17 seconds left here on 8. Oh, there's a stall call. Man, freaking Blake Johnson is throwing everything at Beyer, every time he connects on it, they go out of bounds on it. So he's still coming in strong here, 10 seconds left. Bowder's doing a really good job holding on. Man. That's a heartbreaker there. I mean, I'm happy for my guy from Red Oak, but at the same time, Johnson, man, came at him hard in that third period and just found himself in a lot of out-of-bounds positions. That's a heartbreaker in state wrestling, man.
One of our matches to watch, the number 8 ranked wrestler, Kane Kirbers from Winterset. He's taking on Deegan Miller, the number 9 ranked wrestler in the IAwrestle rankings. 2 state qualifiers last season. Kirbers was at 57. Miller was up at 75. Both wrestlers looking for their first shot on the podium here today. Miller up early, 3-1.
Have we had any Royce spottings yet this week?
I've not seen Royce. Usually it's Class 1A, right?
Yeah.
But not seen him. Have seen Troy Bennett. Great Troy Bennett.
Yep.
And Lara.
Got to talk T-Bird Lara this morning. Doing good work down Bettendorf. Down on 1, it looks like Caden Wiley picks up the 10-7 upset over Dirks Boyles. He's advancing on to the quarterfinals tomorrow for West Liberty.
Full Heart extending his lead 13-3 on Pryor. Minute left to go in the second period.
Now wrestling mat number 1 at 175 pounds.
175 pounders on the mat.
I'd have to assume growing up when someone told William Fuller that their dad could beat up his dad, he'd be like, "No, you couldn't." It's kind of like Caden Pulver too. I doubt there was no one that asked that question to Caden Pulver.
Sexton and Weeder are tied up 4-4, minute 20 left to go. Weeder, the 12th seed. Sexton, the 5. They're both neutral. Neutral position down there on that mat.
All right. 16-4 here for Fuller. Tell you what, man, Fuller's come a long way in the last year and a half, it seems like. He's starting to really put a good season together here. He gets the tech fall there. End of the second. Tell you what, right now, I mean, Antonelli's got him from Anamosa. He's putting himself, a 3-2 match here, the 5 seed. He doesn't need a takedown here. Kind of keep Anamosa in that conversation. We still haven't seen, their heavy hitter Austin Scranton. He's coming.
Now wrestling mat number 7 at 175 pounds. Kenny Kerr, North Fayette Valley. Maximus Purdy, Davenport Assumption. Kerr, North Fayette Valley. Purdy, Davenport Assumption. Now wrestling mat number 7 at 175.
All right, 13 seconds left here on mat 5 in the second period.
Ringler and Crow are tied up 4-4. 19 seconds to go on mat 4 at 175 pounds. We're in the neutral position there.
So we're down here on 8. Looks like Brock Mulder from Bowdoin Hall, Rock Valley. He's up 7-0 here, about a minute left here in the second. Starting to see the heavyweights warming up here. Antonelli trying to look busy on top here. This third period. Probably needs to pick a side here.
Now wrestling match number 6 at 190 pounds. Brent Yankovic.
Goes fresh out of bounds, fresh start
West
here.
Delaware, Manchester.
Crow, though,
Brendan
coming up with a
Lampers,
shot.
Sioux Center. Yankovic, West Delaware, Manchester. Lampers, Sioux Center, now wrestling match number 6 at 190.
Brock Mulder up 7-0, the 2 seed.
Crow with a nice takedown there, right in the third period. Antonelli, though, hits a big old neck whip. No score.
No points.
Wow. I was going to get fired up there. That last shot of adrenaline I just had.
Now Campbell.
No, Campbell gets the reversal. You need to get out of bounds, dude. Fresh start here. 5-2. I mean, he's still in it. Man, Brent, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember. I think Brent Yankovic started off at like 120. He was like a freshman. He's gotten thick over the years.
Yeah, he was small.
He
just continues to get bigger.
I mean, have you seen the size of their dad? I mean,
yep. Yeah, Yonk is, yet to put together the state tournament that he's really wanted, for so long. And
last year, he was on the verge of upset or dominating Austin Scranton in that semifinal. And just that's when I kind of found out how tough Austin Scranton really was, the way he dug through that match. Antonelli, though, he's still shooting, man. He's got 18 seconds left. He might try. He's going locking up. He's trying to find a hip. Out of bounds. 9 seconds left.
Yankovic pushes his lead to 10-0, still here in the first period with a minute to go.
Man, Antonelli went down swinging, man.
Yeah, he almost connected on that Nick. What?
He would have gotten that. That would have been fire. That would have been fire.
Well, I mean, he just got a little relaxed there on the edge after he didn't get that. Just not knowing where you're at.
Yonk put on a tilt clinic over there.
Deegan Miller up 5-2 on Kibbers. Winner set. Greene County putting a round together here.
I tell you what, man, if you ever got a chance to watch Brent Yankovic play baseball, that kid can hit the
really.
He hits the long ball.
Cale Moore, Williamsburg. Drew Diaz,
I would be surprised.
Football too, right?
Yeah.
Moore, Williamsburg.
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to college and goes to college play baseball.
Now wrestling on mat number 5.
Turns out the blonde-haired kids, they're rocking singlets down there now.
That's awesome.
Looks like
Benton Community. Schmidt, Dubuque, Waller. Now wrestling mat number 5 at 190.
Mat 5, we got.
Now wrestling on mat number 3 at
Brendan
175 pounds.
From Benton Community, he's taking on Brody Schmidt.
Cresco Crestwood, Blake Mather, West Delaware, Manchester. Boyna, Cresco Crestwood.
I knew this was going to be a tough draw for Brody coming in here.
Now wrestling mat number 3 at 175. Now wrestling on mat number 8 at 100.
We are closing out this round of 16.
Snyder, Centerville.
Fans starting to clear out a little bit, trying to catch that beef traffic.
Number 8 at 190.
Man, I'm so excited to go into my truck and sit in the cold for
freeze.
Yeah, so excited.
Hopefully they start. Brendan hanging of Benton Communities up 7-0 on Schmidt. Dubuque Waller, 17 seed. 45 to go in the first period of that match.
Closing soon. So Be sure to get your purchases done before the end of the session. Once again, the t-shirt vendor concession will
Bieber of
closed soon.
Independence
Whoa.
at 4-3 on Burkhart.
Before the end of the session.
Over on 3, we got Blake Mather of West Delaware, Manchester, taking on Voynia of Crestwood.
We got a lot of teams with wrestlers on the mats right now, Worm, for that are in this top 5. Independence is out there. Assumption. Assumption's got 2 wrestlers.
That's Garner Hayfield. We got a row full of singlets down on mat 6. They're supporting Garner Hayfield, the Cardinals. Brent Yankovic with a tech fall there. Good win for him. Looks like Braden Hain gets a 16-1 tech fall in the first period over Brody Schmidt.
Jason Curran, Mount Burden.
Tell you what, that 190-pound bracket is going to be, those semifinals are going to be electric.
Number 1 at 190. Now wrestling on mat number 7 at 190 pounds.
Because we got Brody Hendricks in that conversation. You got Scranton.
Austin Scranton, Anamosa.
Oh, Scranton shaved his head.
Atlantic, Scranton, Anamosa, now wrestling on mat number 7.
Usually, he's a big shaggy-haired guy.
He's wasting no time. Takedown in 5 seconds.
Lucas Fearbox, Solon, Gunner, Marchwick, Preston. Fearbox, Solon, Marchwick, Preston, now wrestling mat number 6 at 215.
2 15-pounders on the mat.
Yep. Looks like we got a fall coming here on mat 6. There it is.
Kane Mailer Moreno, Woodward Granger,
Lucas Ferbach.
Bailey, Iowa Falls, Alden.
Just a 30-second pin there.
Woodward Granger, Bailey.
Rhett Hedrick is up 16-3 on Brian Snyder. Minute 30 to go in the second period on mat 8, and he's going to get
Now wrestling on mat number 7
the pin.
190 pounds. Donovan Hedrickton, Atlantic. Austin Scranton, Anamosa. Hedrington, Atlantic. Scranton, Anamosa, now wrestling mat number 7 at 190.
Yep, and by the time that the announcer announced that Scranton was wrestling on mat 7, Scranton was done wrestling.
Jaden Cooper, Winterset. Owen Petlon.
So now we're getting some heavyweights out here.
Cooper, Winterset. Petlon.
See one of the first ones out there.
Now wrestling mat number 6.
We'll be back bringing you live play-by-play action all day tomorrow, too.
Now wrestling.
Ooh, big pin here coming out of West Delaware, it looks like. On 3, yep.
Carson Greer, Williamsburg.
Blake Mather, the 6th seed with a pin.
Delaware, Manchester. Greer, Williamsburg. Now wrestling mat number 1 at 215.
West Delaware with another wrestler, Jaron Funk, taking on Carson Greer.
Kobe Pierce.
He's going right up top.
Trey Smithburg, Fairfield. Pierce. Kemper Catholic.
Jaden Cooper versus
Big
Jaden
ol'
Cooper.
leg drop.
Wrestling mat number 8 at 215.
That's the number 1 ranked wrestler right there, Jaden Cooper. Winterset goes big, gonna get 3, and did he get swipes?
Yeah, he got 4.
Got 4.
Jumps out to a 7-0 lead right away.
Ballard, Henry Christensen, Norfolk. Walker Ballard, Christensen, Norfolk. Now wrestling mat number 7 at 215. Now wrestling on mat number
Parker Moritz up 4-0
Will Welby.
here late in the third period.
Waller, Chris Rogge. Central DeWitt. Welby.
Drew Diaz and Morris tied up 1-1 third period on mat 4. They're neutral.
At 215.
See if someone can fire off a shot, put this match away. Number 2 ranked wrestler Henry Christensen. He's on the mat now for North Polk. Was at Ballard. He's taking on Jackson Waka of Ballard. 15 seed.
Let's see here. Jaden Cooper still up on that 7-0 lead. Man, he's quick. Cooper trying to find that farmer. And now he's going to jump off to the side. (3-1) over on mat 3. Ooh, a takedown in overtime. No, at the end of the third period. It's like Cruz Diaz takes out Cale Moore of Williamsburg. Solid win there.
Big win for Davenport Assumption, 10 seed over the 7.
It's keeping their point. They're being in first place right now. And tell you what, man, 41 points. I did not expect Assumption to be in this conversation.
Yeah. Number 1 ranked wrestler coming to the mat, Mason Kohler, Glenwood taking on Jesse Brower.
Now wrestling mat number
He's on
4,
mat 4 for those of you following the live stream at home.
Jesse Brower, APGC. Kohler, Glenwood.
Jaden Cooper looking for the pin, down on
Now
6.
wrestling mat number 4 at 2:15.
Up 9-0, minute 30 left. He's got a ton of time here. Got Petlin in trouble. There's the pin.
All right, looks like Rogge's opening it up here on Webless on mat 3. So then, let's see here. Henry Christensen, he's up 6-2 on Jackson Wacha.
Now wrestling mat number 2 at 250.
Oh, got fall possible. Yep, fall there on mat 8.
Mason Nally, Florinda.
I think they're understanding the assignment right now.
Now wrestling mat number 2 at 215.
Over on 4. Another fall coming.
Penn City. Number 1 ranked wrestler.
That's a big old kid.
Mason's one of those kids that really has just grinded and grinded and grinded, and it's just
Starting to become his time.
yeah, it's his time. He's taking his lumps and
Now wrestling on mat number 8 at 285 pounds. Hayden Overgaard, Bishop Heelan Catholic. Aaron Rickmeyer.
looks like we are got all the bouts on the mat right now.
Bishop Heelan
2
Catholic.
mats are
Ritzmeyer, Clear Lake. Now
one
wrestling
one
mat
mat
number
is
8 at
empty.
285. Now wrestling on mat number 4. Trent Davies, Williamsburg. Reagan Roberts, Knoxville. Davies, Williamsburg. Roberts, Knoxville, now wrestling mat number 4 at 285.
I mean, I understand mat science, but I know a couple of these guys have matches in the hole, but we got an empty mat here on 6. It's like, hey, let's move that one over here.
Yep.
So over on 3, it looks like Chris Rogge's going to take the tech fall over Will Webless of Waller. The 4 seed out of Central DeWitt.
West Delaware now up to 5th place with 32 and a half.
Number 3 at 285 pounds. Ethan Wood, Mount Vernon.
Davenport Assumption with 41 in number 1 spot. Independence 36. Eddyville, Blacksburg, Fremont 34 and a half, and Burlington, Notre Dame 34.
Oh! Big win there for Iowa Falls.
12 over the 5.
Yeah.
Trevor Bailey gets it was 9-7 matchup. Ends up getting the pin over Kane Mahler Moreno, Woodward Granger.
Now wrestling mat number 5 at 285 pounds. JT Kelso, Clarion, Goldfield Dow's. Evan Sorensen, Atlantic. Kelso, Clarion, Goldfield Dow's. Sorensen, Atlantic. Now wrestling mat number 5 at 285.
Kelso, the 5 seed. Fargo All-American this summer. over on 3. Looks like Ethan Wood up 3-0. He's looking to scoop. Get chest to chest there. There's the fall.
Did we miss?
I feel like
Sorensen and Kelso, one of our matches to watch here by Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy. Third-ranked wrestler Evan Sorensen of Atlantic's taking on number 5 JT Kelso. Sorensen's the third-ranked wrestler for us in IAwrestle, but he's a 12th seed here.
Funky here is going to get himself a nice 7-2 win for West Delaware. He moves on to the next day.
Now wrestling on mat number 7 at 285 pounds. Aiden Gentleman, Dubuque Waller, Sam Christensen, Central Lion, George Little Rock. Gentlemen, Dubuque Waller, Christensen, Central Lion, George Little Rock. Now wrestling
All the mats are being called right now. All the mats that are out there. We got 6 matches going
wrestling
here.
on mat number 1 at 285 pounds. Nate Ballard, Albia.
These are the last 6 matches of the night.
DCM Monroe, Ballard, Abbey,
Janneman taking on
DCM Monroe, now wrestling mat number 1 at 285.
Sam Christensen out of the Central Line, the 2
Now
seed.
wrestling on mat number 3 at 285.
Tell you what, I was pumped for Waller Catholic that first round of 24, but they got put in the dogfight in that tournament in the second round.
Azaline, Davenport Assumption. Limbaugh, Algona.
Did they get one?
No. I mean, you got Schmidt Drew, Benton Community, then Webless Drew, Rogge out of Central DeWitt, who's a 4, and now Janneman's got the 2. Tough sledding.
Yep.
Wrestling fans, the final matches have been called and are on the mat.
All right, we are wrapping up. We got 6 matches going right now. Appreciate everybody that stuck with us here this Class 2A. Worm's been on the call for every session. Gonna be on the call for every session for the rest of the week. So make sure you drop a follow on YouTube. If you follow us on our social media channels, obviously you found this somehow. So appreciate everybody that follows us.
If anyone wants to send me a case of C4 energy drinks to the hotel, please do so.
Yes, staying at Stony Creek, Joe's Pub, maybe a couple times. Good pin on one.
Big pin on one.
Caden Clark takes out the number 7 seed, Nate Ballard, the pin in the first period.
I'm excited, man. I get to see the spot that IAwrestle was built at tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Plaques are hopefully still there on our seats. 11 years, my man.
I still have one of the first rudest IAwrestle hats. That thing has been beaten to all get out. I still keep it. Great lawn mowing hat now.
It's a good. It's nice and they're like just soft, like they just float. Evan Sorensen, the 12 seed, up 4-0, end of the second period on JT Kelso.
Got Peterson down here on 2. He gets himself to a near fall there. He's coming back 7-10. Always got to be one, man. There's always got to be one.
Yeah, who's going to OT?
Yep.
Regan Roberts and Davies are tied 1-1, 10 seconds left to go.
In the words of Hempstead coach Brett Haas, it was always supposed to be this way.
It was always supposed to be this way. Yes.
Down here on 2, looks like got the fall here. Sam Christensen, a Central Lion, George Little Rock.
OT. Roberts and Davies. Davies gets it on a shot, but they go out of bounds. 31 seconds left. Both wrestlers just kind of pummeling inside. Trying to go upper body here. Six seconds left. Davies getting on a shot. He's going to be in bounds. He's going to get 3. Literally, as time expired, they gave it to him. Coach is going to be probably challenging this, but from what I saw, there was at least a second left. It was really close.
They're not even going to challenge, or he wants to challenge it, but nope, they shook hands.
Official's going to talk to Ben Marshall. So the officials got timers on their wristbands, so there's no towel boys or towel girls.
There's the win.
They're going to be pretty locked in on that. So Trenton Davies going to get the 13 seed, going to get the win over the 4 seed. So big win for Williamsburg there.
Big win for Williamsburg.
Mat 3, our last match, still on the mat. It's 1-0. Limbaugh from Algona. It's up on Azaline from Assumption.
Mary, I know you want Limbaugh from Algona. Don't worry, we're covering them.
We are keeping it locked. Now, this is the one that's going to go to OT.
Because
it was always going to be this way.
It was always going to be this way.
So Asline's going to be on the bottom to start the third.
I don't know if you'd call that potentially dangerous.
Yeah, it went pretty fast.
Good news is, though, it looks like everyone's starting to clear out here, so we might be missing traffic. Doubt it, but we can be positive.
Limbaugh with a good move off the whistle, but Jack Limbaugh on top position here. Start the third. Minute 30 left.
Man, you want to feel really lonely, be the last match of the night session of the first night of the state tournament.
It is quiet as a church up in here.
I don't think I've ever actually been here when it's completely empty. Like I can imagine what it sounds or what silence like.
Minute to go. Limbaugh doing a good job on top. Riding tough on the left side. Hasline trying to come up to a quad pod, but Limbaugh just doing a good job of doing chop ride from left and right side. .40 to go. He's heavy on top.
He's doing a really good job riding here. 30 seconds here.
Every single time Asline kind of gets up to it, and he's going to get out. Oh, he's not only does he get up and out, he's going to get a reversal. 18 seconds left. Coach is going to challenge. He was out of bounds, but
I don't know. He was still in bounds to me.
Yeah, definitely was a reversal. So 2-1 now. Struggled to get out from the bottom. Not only does he get out, but gets the reversal. So
caution. Because why not?
All right, crossover, stand up to his feet, but he reaches back. 12 seconds left, back to the belly. Davenport Assumption going to get a big win here.
That's a huge win for Assumption. They got to be feeling good tonight. Coach Sonny Alvarez got to be fired up right now.
Wrestling fans, thank you for
So that'll be it for day one for my Wrestle.
That is. What a day. We'll see you guys at 9 o'clock in the morning. For Tony Hager, this is Warren Buffelli. We got our one. We're out.
At Raider Outdoor Power, we have something for everyone in every price range and for every season. We're your #1 source in the Tri-States for lawn and garden equipment, snow equipment, handheld equipment, tractors, gators, grills, and utility vehicles. We offer a full line of new and used products from John Deere, Kubota, Steel, Cub Cadet, Honda, Green Mountain Grills, and many more. Check out Raider Outdoor Power in Dubuque or online at lawnpower.com.